rawest, form flow almost flawless. Most hardest, most honest, known artist. Chip off the old block, but old Doc is act. Looks like Batman brought his own Robin. Old God, Saddam's got his own Laden. With his own private plane, his own pilot. Set to blow college, dome and doors off the hinges. Oranges, beach past plums, oranges. Yeah, here I come, I'm inches away from you, dear, fear none. Hip-hop is in a state of 911, so let's get down to business. I don't got no time to play around, what is this? Must be a circus in town, let's shut the shit down on these clowns. Can I get a witness? Hell yeah! Let's get down to business. I don't got no time to play around, what is this? Must be a circus in town, let's shut the shit down on these clowns. Can I get a witness? Hell. So skip to your loo while I do what I do best. You ain't even impressed no more, you used to it. Flows too wet, nobody close to it. Nobody says it, but still everybody knows this shit. The most hated on out of all those who say they get hated on. In 80 songs and exaggerated all so much they make it all up. There's no such thing like a female with good looks who cooks and...
Oh yeah, how's it, race fans? FRB coming to you live from the 805. I'm Chris Ballhaim. It's gonna be your crazy host in the booth this evening, and we got Front Row Esports and their 2025 Cup Series about to kick off here at Michigan. Super stoked for this track. This track's a big dog right there and a hot dog on this track. I love Michigan on what it has to offer when it comes to the just a purest of pure of racing. The different lines, the surrounded 3, 4 wide. I mean, we're going to be stuck in the middle with you all night long, man. I'm stoked to have us all here. All this, of course, brought to you by Moser Racing, Trek Racer, W Energy Drink, Raptor Race Graphics, and let's not forget Starlink and bringing it to you from the stars. So, but we got ourselves a heck of a program. Thank you all for tuning in for tonight's race. And let's get underway, guys. We're going to get over here. We got the drivers in practice right now. They're going to be getting ready to throw up them Q laps and get them positionings ready. But in the meantime, we're going to go over some of the track shenanigans, if you will. Let's look over the track map and see where we're at here for Michigan tonight. All right, Michigan, location 12626 US Highway 12. Brooklyn, Michigan. We got opened in October 13, 1968. Oh, yeah, this joker's got some miles on her. Track 2.0 mile intermediate, go fast. Okay, so we're looking at, again, wide track. Got some decent banking out there. 1, 2, 3, and 4, same degree banking. 18-degree bankings here. We got 12-degree bankings on that front stretch, and then you're looking at a 5-degree on that back stretch. So maybe some a little more treachery out of 2 because it's going to flatten out there. But you'll look for these boys to be hooked up out of 4 and the fight across that start checkered. It's going to be amazing. It really is. Let's go over and see how amazing and how long we're looking at here this evening. All right, so we're looking at 2 hundo laps in this evening's race here. Stage 1 will be at lap 30. Stage 2 will be at lap 70. Then you're looking at an 80-lap run in Stage 3. Let's look at the gustos here and race format, see where we're all up here. We got an open setup for these guys. You know how it goes here at Front Row Esports. If you don't, let me remind you. It's a run what you brung style of deal here. We got 1 backup car in the hauler, so you're going to try not to use that thing at all. But you do program that into your strategies. As you got 4 sets of tires, fuel allocated is going to be 75%, and pit window is going to be in that 50 to 55 lap range. So we'll be seeing possibly that green flag stopper here in the in that 3rd stage as we got ourselves, even laps there, 80 laps or whatnot. All right, let's see what the boys are standing here of a point. Here currently we still have, Dylan Banks leading the way. Got Trevor Baxter. He is still there in that 2nd position, but we haven't seen him in a few races, so he may be out of this 2025 season. We're not sure. But we do also have Dylan Banks. I didn't see him in the lineup in the rosters tonight, so we could see a possible gain in points from some of these guys a little further back. Chris Carroll, he's primed and posed to taking over this points lead and showing them boys what's up. Kyle Wellman chomping out at the heels of Chris Carroll with Brian Zimmerman all right there. Those guys could be your next contenders along with Garrett Wild, Steve Johnson, Steven Johnson, Carl Lindstrom, Hunter Lagunas, Tanner Marr, all those guys. That's your top 10 right there. All of those guys are going to have the abilities to fight for this championship, get in the playoffs. I mean, honestly, the floor's still open. We thought that the 48 And Baxter, of course, we're going to be like kind of half run away with this thing and kind of challenging themselves. But we've seen them miss some races lately, so it's going to have these boys catch up and tighten up. But super excited to see what's going to happen tonight. Lots of opportunities to build on your points and gain on those leaders. Let's look over the 2024 footage from last year. We'll get the ending of the race and see how close we may come this year in 2025. All right, I'm going to drop us over into that program sequence. I'll be right back.
Holy Jesus, side by side again. This is not going to be good. Oh, this is going to be great for the rest of the guys behind him, but not for the Banks and JR, because here comes Adam Thompson, and he's going to bring the rest of them with him. They got time. They have time to get there. The 42, Kyle Webman on the outside. Hunter on the inside. Banks, he's lurking. 13 of Derek Glover, he's looking. Adam Thompson, he's hunting. Oh, the shark rate, that's Josh. That's Thompson right now. That's all he's looking right now. Oh, Hunter's gonna go with the race lead. Contact again. Banks now gonna send it down. Holy, oh my. Now the 48 in the second position. Hunter, look at us, in the 27. Contact with the 42. Can JR get there now? Will the 42 have time to come back? He does. Here he comes on the outside. Steps it in the door of the 48. Oh, man, rages around the 48. We're talking road rage, LA status. As he is barreling down on the 27. All these guys are fast. Oh, man, oh. Oh, JR! Into the 71, no! Will that bring out a caution? Two laps left remaining in tonight's race. Can he get it off the track and keep this thing green? 71 is out of it. But here comes a race for the win. All kinds race for the win. This is gonna be a slugfest. The 42 is gonna try to send it in there. Cross over the 27. Get him on a drag race on exit. He's got the momentum. 27 is trying to outrun the 42. 42 all over the draft right now, doing everything he can to get the run he's looking for. He is. He's got it. He's there. He's all over the bumper. Oh, white flag, folks. Here we go. 42, will it be contact? You know there's going to be contact. Outside your damn mind, there ain't going to be no contact. One last shot for the 42. He's going to cross underneath him. He's not going to have the momentum. Does not have the momentum. Hunter Lagunas is going to win tonight's race. Heck yeah. Wow! Hunter Lagunas, your race winner.
All right, welcome back, everybody. So, at the end of last year's race, it looked like that was a long green flag run because we had different groups catching up to each other. Can we see the same? Will strategies be the thing that's going to play its ugly role or beautiful role, depending on where that driver is sitting at the end of this thing? So, I'm really excited. We have a lot. I love this racetrack one. I mean, this track is, again, incredible. The extra length that it has on it, the extra half mile or whatnot, makes a lot of difference. Going to see a lot of big speeds on these straightaways and into these turns. The abilities of wearing tire and overheating these tires is tremendous. It really is. You're going to go in there nice and smooth, and you're going to think that you have all the grip in the world, but at the same time, you're going to be, spiking and checking those heats on those tires. And again, their car will push. It's going to snap loose. It's going to do some really wicked things that you're not going to like as a driver. So again, I'm going to love to see how these guys are going to orchestrate tonight's race. Again, in the beginning, see who has that patience. I get that first stage is a little bit shorter, so it's, just short, go up and get them, a little sip and dipper. Let's go get our points, get ourselves squared away for stage 2, and then, finalize and finish our strategies in stage 3. We're going to see. Again, I think it's going to be an incredible race. I'm stoked to have these guys here on track, and for all of you, of course, stoked to be joining us. So, again, I'm getting about ready to drop us over into the national anthem, just checking our timing here and making sure that we are. So we are in queue at the moment. These drivers are going to be getting themselves their starting spots and positions for this evening's race. But yeah, I'm super stoked for all this and for all of you. So again, thank you again for stopping in and tuning in. And while we're still here, we have a moment. Hit that like and subscribe. Really appreciate all the support. Helps the grease the wheels in this rig and keeps us on air. But thank you so much for the support. And again, let's go ahead and jump also over to tonight's national anthem. I'll be back here in just a moment for the start of stage 1.
Race fans, welcome to Front Row Esports 2025 Cup Series here at Michigan. I'm Chris Paul Hamus, and here with the FRB, about ready to go live for stage 1. So we're just waiting for our queue efforts to finish up. These boys are in queue, or finishing up at the moment here, as we are just waiting for our results to drop in. But while we do have the moment, let's thank our sponsors one more time. We have, of course, Moza Racing, Trek Racer, W Energy Drink, Raptor Race Graphics, and, of course, Starlink. Thank you so much for the picture, Starlink. And let's see, hopefully keep us up the good work for this evening. So I believe Cleat Q is, oh, there it is. All right, here we go. So our timing is almost on spot here as everybody is gritting in. So let's see if I can get my stuff squared away. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oop, kill those guys. All right, give me one moment here as I'm getting all of my tools in line and all of us ready to go. Here we go. All right. Qualifying results, and let's bring them up. There we go. Here we go. Come on. All right. Jeremy Richmond in the 97. Mr. Pole Sitter, here he is. All right. So got a little new head of steam here at the top of the field. So super stoked here. Got Jeremy Richmond. That's Roanoke, Texas. And he's going to put that thing right up there on point. Let's see who's going to be outside pole. Outside pole, the 83 of Carl Lindstrom. There's a way to snap her back, man. We got some guys really going to stay in the hunt for this championship. And here's another one. 28 of Brian Zimmerman in that third position. Excellent deals for him. Raymond Hardina in the 87 going to get that fourth position. Knowing how to go fast. Let's see if he can really maintain his run and his tires this evening. Tanner Marr, all right. Good starting position for him. Top 5 or rounding out that top 5 in that 4 car, Tanner Marr. So look for him to be try to hold his own up toward the front. Brian Hayberger is new to Front Row Esports. He's in the 82 this evening, but it is, so 82 on all of our programs. Yes, it is. So new to Front Row Esports. We'll keep our eyes on him and see how things are. Oops, one more second here. Messing up my my cameras. Where you at? I don't know. It's not doing it. But anyways, all right. So moving on, Hunter Bogdan in the 7th position in that 86. Good job, buddy. You got the 69er of Ronnie Morrison, 8th position. You know, the 90 of Wesley Crump in that 9th position, and then we're looking at rounding out our top 10. Last year's race winner, Bubbles here. Oh, Hunter Lagunas in the 27 chain. Right next to him is going to be Tom Freitas, the gunny sergeant charge from our esports. That is your CEO. So he's starting toward the front. Good for him. He's got some good company there with Matt Jones in the 77. He's going to be jonesing for a good running and good finish for this evening. Garrett Wiles in a 9.26. You're looking at him. Oh, here we go. Now we got some movement here as beautiful. All right, let's zoom in, and I guess it was just late to the start. Oh, good. All right, Garrett Wiles in that 13th position. Richard Jackson in the 53 in that 14th position. Larry Bell in that 15th spot. We're going to look at that Kyle Wellman, who was fighting for that win last year. Starting a little further back in the pack. 16th position in that 42. We got the 9 of Thomas Stevens. He's going to be in that 17th position, sorry. Kyle Wellman's 18th position. We're just a little off here. That's all good. Carroll going to be starting toward the rear of the field, I believe, toward that 19th position, 18th, 19th position. Let me scroll this thing down. 19th. There you go. Yeah, it is. All right, so that's a cat that can possibly be leading these points if he does it right soon. Gus Otoro in the 30. He's in that 19th position. As we got Keith McGilvery. There you go. I'll get it right one of these days. I promise, bro. In that 21, in 20th position. Look for Scotty Stevens in that 02 in that 21st position. Daniel Rupek Jr. is going to be rounding out this field, I believe, in the 02 in that 22nd position. Oh, no, Chubby Miller is on track, but he's going to go for it. Oh, here we go. And we are green all kinds. Jeremy Richmond is off to a good start. All right, getting us all through the gears, and let's make sure that I am squared away as well. Oh, we got some three wide. It's getting tight already. Big push by the 69, kind of off-centered there. Oh, no! We got Hunter Bogdan in the 86, drove down to the line. We're not even past lap 1 yet. And we're seeing a 3 and 4 wide in respects to these guys try to get some heat in the tires and some grip on that track. Tanner Marr in the 4 car is kind of in the mix. Here comes Bubbles in the 27. Jeremy Richmond, he's got himself off to a phenomenal start. Brian Zimmerman is in that 28 car. He's second position now, and Raymond Hardina third. Brian Hayberger is Hayberger is in the 82. He's in the 5th position, still riding Hunter Bogdan. So here we go. Here's going to be a nice little dogfight. Again, we're seeing a high line, low line, mid line. Everyone's kind of searching around right now and looking for their line and looking for some grip. And again, trying to get around some of these other cars. We got the 32 of Tom Freitas here stuck 3 wide with the 42 of Kyle Wellman right behind him, trying to follow him through. So 3 wide, great pack racing, and this is all for that 17th, 18th position. Rear of the field, guys trying to make some forward progress early and quick. And stage 1, Gus Otoro's trying to fight them, I believe. Oh, no, contact! There goes the 32. 32 into the fence. Oh, no. He's going to lock it down. Oh, my goodness. And I saw a lot of that going down right there. So let's try to wind back what happened with Tom. We've seen that hook, line, and sinker and some air over that. So let's back her up, look like a little basketball there. So looks like we're gonna see a car come up on the 32, and I believe that was Garrett Wiles. I believe that's his teammate. That sucks right there. Yeah, it was. So that's gonna be Garrett. Yeah, that's a bummer. Hooks to 32, sends him down across the infield. I don't think I see a lot of damage to this car. I think he should be fine, but you're going to be a little PO'd at that 926 and spinning him around so early in the race. But maybe Tom just get it out the way as we got plenty of racing left ahead of us. Brian Zimmerman is now leading the way, so I believe we did miss that pass for the lead as we were backing some things up and checking out what happened. So let's see if I can look for that 28, and we can. Here we go. All right, so this is a pass for the race lead, everybody. So Zimmerman gets underneath him, and then now he's in a drag race with the 69. 69's gonna kind of take that bottom line over. And I do believe, that puts him into that second position. That's going to drop back. Where did he drop back to? So he dropped back pretty good, I think. Yeah, Jeremy Richmond back to 15th position. I don't understand what happened here. So maybe he got a little slideways or whatnot. But let's bring it back live and see where we're at. So Brian Zimmerman now leading the way. Ronnie Morrison in the 69. He's sitting outside in that second position on this restart. But Brian Zimmerman, that 28, had himself a pretty decent season so far. He was off to a little bit of a up a roller coaster start, but now he's finding some horsepower and consistency in this 28 camp. Then with Ronnie Morrison, a JBL car trying to rock out right now as we are going to be shaping these guys back up and trying to get them under green and going fast for us again. So Brian Zimmerman, Ronnie Morrison, and Brian Haberger is going to be your top three, with Raymond Hardina in the 87 and Tanner Marr in the 4. That's going to be rounding out your top fiver. So quick caution in tonight's race. That's unfortunate business right there, but we're going to get her going. And it's always happens, and normally, something that is non-surprising. But it is kind of surprising between two of our veterans, though. All right, so we're going to look for these guys to line them up tough and get them ready to rock one more time. Looks like Jimmy's going to choose that outside line for the restart. Oh, no, he's not. He's going to flip it up on us here. There we go. All right, so we are barely into stage one. We've got a 30-lap shootout here. Now, this is another thing that we have to, the driver's got to pay attention to, is going to be, now that we're going to be lap 7 by the time we go back green again, right? So these guys have, don't have that kind of wear on their tires. Your tires are going to catch a break on this stage 1, which means it can fool the driver thinking that they have, that they're doing better with their tire wear than what's really going on out there. So we'll look for that to possibly, flip some guys up there as well. We got them all shaped up, lined up, ready to go. And I want to check the track temperature so we can try to keep our, keep up on that track temperature. So 90 degrees right now. It's all the way at the bottom there with little squiggly liners. So 90 degrees right now. We do have cloudy, overcast temps. So we'll see if that is going to remain. That's going to give them some good grip out there on track, or will the sun come out, heat up, and cause these guys to really make some decent adjustments to stay in tune with the track and your grip level. Here we go. All right, drop kicking that pace car one more time, and we're going to try to get ourselves a good run in.
Green, green, green.
All right, go Barney, throw that thing, man. All right, let's get him speed, going through the gears. And dunk, everybody. Not bad. Whip it out next to the fence. And that was it. on this thing right now. Up to speed, trying to get her done. Oh, we got 3 wide for the lead. Oh, 69er. Oh, almost 3 wide for the lead. But we got 2 wide. Their drag race across the line. And yeah, baby. Get some. 28 is under attack by the 69 and the 87 of Raymond Hardina. Hardina is a little bit more of he's been fighting that long run. So let's see if he's going to have the abilities to maybe adjust his run and his patience to, stay with the program on his tires as he's now south in 3rd position and riding smoothly. Brian Hayberger is now in 4th position but being challenged by Hunter Bogdan. Hunter Bogdan in the 86 has got even more company. We've got the 4-car Tanner Marr and the 77 of Matt Jones. Jones in for a good finish. This guy is moving up plus 5 positions and looking pretty smooth in this program thus far. Long way to go. Short time to get there. But these guys are circle bound. And looking for that checker flag. Nice run. All right, Zimmerman under attack once again. We got a 69 bottom line. I'm liking the 69's line. I'm not gonna answer that one. Oh, he's got the line. He's got the run. He's gonna peel out in front of the 28. Not quite clear now. The 28's gonna drag him back ever so slightly. But here comes the 87. 87. Raymond Hardina sees the fight happening in front of him. He's gonna try to take and hit quick work of these two and lead this thing. Hayberger now eyeballing that fight for the lead spot. As the 87 now here comes 28. Brian Zimmerman lurching for the bottom here, trying to get that bottom run and drive off. This is what he needs right here. Drive off to clear. Does not have it. That's going to be the 69 on his outside now, which I like. I like the bottom line to hop. But that is what. Oops, sorry. That is what we are looking. I mean, I think for the safe managed tire. Ooh, watch out. This 828 loose, big time loose. He's holding on to it. Whoa, baby. That was a scary moment. That, trust me, is a lot worse in the car than what we were seeing right here. As now the 4-car, Tanner Marr is going to pick him up and help him out by giving him a little bit of gustos down that backstretch as he lost a lot of momentum on that exit. 82 now. Just trying to mind his P's and Q's. He's working this outside line, but he's got some guys barreling down on him. They want to get some position. They want to get it fast. 4-car staying on his bumper. Brian Zimmerman, they're doing a shoot and scoot down that front stretch right now, trying to get some positioning back on that. Oh, wow. Push on the 28. Got in there a little hot. That's going to bring the rest of these cats right up to the fight. Looking at Larry Bell, Matt Jones, Gus Otoro. Richard Jackson, who was our pole sitter, has backed out and backed off. The 32 of Tom making his comeback after being spun into Anfield. Lap 1 by his teammate. Got to rub that one in. And, Jeremy Richmond. Yeah, there he is. He's 97 in 13th position right now. Bubbles, our last year's race winner, and 3rd place in points, Chris Carroll, 14th and 15th. So this guy's got a lot of ground to make up. And like I said, a short time to get there as we have Stage 1 ending at lap 30. You guys need to see these points. And this is the time to capitalize. When these front runners are not in the race, you want to get every point you can in these stages. Absolutely, these stages. I think stage points is even more critical, for these guys who are chasing those leaders down than your actual win of the race. But that's just me. I want to see an overall awesome finish. I don't want to see no stage points in 1 and 2, and then I win the race at the end. I mean, yes, it's great, but you know what I'm saying. 69, Ron Morrison leading the way. Raymond Hardina has, what happened to Mr. Brian Zimmerman? So he did slip back, right? Yes, so he did hold on to that thing, but he was loose all kinds on that bottom. So that's the other thing this guy's going to have to fight with is going to be that bottom line, that loose off, and that's why these guys are running that higher line. But that higher line is going to really heat up that right front and cause your car to start to push. As here we go, 87, Raymond Hardina trying to get that run and slow off the 82. 82 had some momentum on him. Okay, so Larry Bell now Kyle Wellman. Both these guys are up 10 and 11 positions. Good work being done on track for the 43 of Kyle Wellman. The 43 of Larry Bell. Check that. And the 42 of Kyle Wellman. Doing some good work on track, moving up some tremendous amounts of positions. Almost a dozen positions to the drop of the green flag. Matt Jones starting to fall back ever so slightly. Was up like 5 or 6 yards down. He's up 3. Still trying to hold in there. But again, this is what your patience will be with your tires. Tom's going to ride along with them. These guys are teammates right here, going to follow right in suit. Because we got Jackson here in the 53, 12th position. Jeremy Richmond, he's going to be 90 in that 97. You know, he's right behind this lead group. So we got 2 groups being ran right here. We have the 8 car coming up, leading the way on this group here. We have Bubbles in the 27, and we have positions to be gained. Brian Zimmerman finds that outside line and some heat, put some heat in his kitchen. Moving forward once again after his tremendous slip. But we do have another battle for the race lead. 87 of Raymond Hardina got the bottom line. Going to try to hook off here, get it. He's letting up super close right there, Doc. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's definitely got Roddy there, probably holding his breath and sweating a little bit on that exit of 2. And while this is all unfolding, Brian Hayberger, look at this guy. He's just cruising. I like this dude right here. I like him a lot. He's not trying to force the issue, just trying to hold his issue, right? Hold what you got. Hold. You know, you try to maintain that top fiver, good track positioning, stay away from all of that nasty air behind him. So great run by this man in the 82, Brian Hayberger, one of his first visits here to Front Row Esports. That looked to be the Tanner Marr of the 4 car. Tanner Marr get a run and was looking for the inside, stalled up on exit, and that's going to slice him back ever so slightly. Good run by these boys thus far. We did have a minor caution in the beginning, but everything is squared away. No cars were taken out. Just some tempers flaring, I'm sure of it. Raymond Hardina leading the way. Going to try to remain. Let's see what Raymond's got programmed for his long run this evening. As we've seen some great short run speed out of the Hardina camp in that 87, but we still yet to see him really capitalize on that long run and hold on to those top placement finishes and runs, of course. But right now, Hardina leading the way. Fantastic work. Ronnie Morrison holding strong in that top 3, second position. Brian in the 82. Hayberger is now going to put some pressure on that 69, and obviously you can see why. You got the Tanner Marr in that 4 car, the 43. All these guys have closed up tight to his bumper now, and he's going to have to push forward unless he's going to get swallowed up by this group. And if he does, this is what's going to happen. Look at Brian Zimmerman. Zimmerman, 8th position, making no forward ground. He got a little slip up into 3 and 4 on the bottom there. He lost a lot of momentum. The 4 tried to help him. He was still kind of losing momentum, but he drifted back to the 8th position, now trying to fight his way back forward again. It's going to be real difficult with all that nasty air in his face. Wellman, bottom, 30 car, Russell Toro. Great to see you guys. Haven't seen him for a minute, so great to see him back out here on track. As we got 3 wide unfolding in front of our very eyes. Woo! Easy there, guys. Yeah, he loves it. Trying to put his pressure on that 42, that 43 and 42. But in doing so, you see he lost that momentum, and the 28's gonna rocket on him on his outside. And look at the 28 doing a Larson Joker thingamajig right in the start of this race, so they really get that rubber built up in that high line. So we know where his head's at, or gonna be at later on in this run. Look at this fight right here. Oh my goodness. Ronnie Morrison, 3rd position now. Tanner Marr rocking him. Go, baby. Yeah, dig it. And getting underneath the 69er of Ronnie Morrison. He does. Gets that 2nd position and sets his sights on that race lead. Oh my goodness. Lap 22, lap 30 is going to be into stage 1. And everybody is like, oh, I do not want to have this rear view right here. Nope. Yeah, not at all. You can see it, he's really fighting that exit right now. I see that car kind of wiggling around a little bit. Woo! 4-car get himself a good run down this front stretch. We're going to go into one here. He's right on his bumper, so that did take his air off, but it took grip off that 87. But I think the 4 really pushed. You see that as he went into the center. He was right behind the 87, had no front downforce, and that pushed him up something fierce. Now the 69er of Ronnie Morrison, he's going to capitalize, take advantage. 69er going to go side by side, door in action, and we got some contact. Ever so slightly. This is a little rum tapper. I love you, bro. I love you too, man. Just don't wreck me. As these guys are still side by side going into one. And we got just had a cluster of hot rods behind them. Man, 42 gaining some strength here. Oh, 69er going to get to the high. Looks as if the 42 of Wellman going to give him that shot that he needed down that backstretch, going to keep that momentum up in that hot rod in that car. 43, oh, contact, baby! Oh, that's going to be the 97 of Jeremy Richmond. That's going to set these guys 3 wide. He saves it. What a save by the 97. The 77 of Matt Jones, he's all up in the mix right now. Oh, no. Now the 82, he slipped up something fierce. He's going to lose himself lots of time, lots of positions. 86 of Bogdan. So you've seen contact there on that prior lap. Hardina is still leading the way. Tanner Marr in 4th position, but he's now under attack by Gus Arturo in that 30. Arturo's got that bottom line. I like the bottom line. If you can get your car to stick and get that thing to drive off, you're going to have yourself a good race car out here this evening. It looks like the 30 may just have that. As the Tanner Marr, he's that 4-car outside, real outside, high outside. Same thing with Raymond Hardina. So I want to see if this Gus Arturo can keep this drive off the bottom here. He does. Look at that, right around Tanner Marr. Gaps him by just a few car lengths. Like the 4-car hit brakes or drop shoot or something, dropped anchor. But we got the 69 now closing in with the 43 as well. 43 working that bottom line. 42. You're seeing that you'll get all these guys losing. Oh, here comes the 28 now. Brian Zimmerman trying to make a comeback and a fight to the front as we got 3 laps left remaining in stage 1 with Gus Arturo now leading the way. Missed it. Damn it. Hate it when that happens, right? But Gus Arturo working that bottom line as you see all these guys now starting to really move up on the track here as, Gus worked that bottom and made it happen, Captain. Still working the bottom now. I like this line. I like this run. Let's look at that race pass for the race lead. You see him to drive off. Ooh, the 87 pretty high to the outside as he's going to go ahead and clear him easy. And 1 into 3 and 4. Gus Arturo leading the way. 2 laps left remaining in stage 1. Raymond Hardina trying to stay hot on his tail. Yeah, buddy. Maybe Chrome Horn could be in his near future. There goes Gus. Oh, man. Save that thing. He does, dude. He uses up all the track there. Unloads a truck. The car unloaded on him coming out of 2. And I'm sure that happened. Didn't help with the 87 right on his bumper. That leaves Tanner Marr on the outside for that stage. Wait, we got a couple more laps left remaining. So, yeah, it's coming up. There we go. 2 to go after this. Now we're coming up 2 to go. 2 to go. 4-car now leading the way. 69er Ronnie Morrison holding strong in that 2nd position. Brian Zimmerman now almost pointed the wrong direction and backwards earlier in this run. Has found his way into the fence there, but now found his way up. And to 3rd position, Raymond Hardina falling back. So we see that short run really biting him once again as he's stuck in the middle with you. 4 wide almost. Brian Hayberger trying to hold on. Holy hell. This is just incredible. Wow, almost contact there. Not clear, but clear. 42 and 30. 30 of Gus Arturo after the save of his life right there, or at least in this race. He makes it. No, we're going to get contact into the 69 and Gus. Oh, that's going to send the 69 up into the 28. 28 gets loose up into the wall. Tanner Marr's loving every last little bit of this as these guys are going to go 3 by 3 behind him or more. This is just a cluster, you know what's behind him. That's what it is. That's what I love about Michigan. Oh, more contact. Oh, shoot. These guys try to hold on to it. 69 loose, 42 loose, 87 all over the place. And we got the 31, and here goes the Tanner Moore. Gets it done for stage 1. Good job, Tanner Moore. Hell yeah. That 4 car. All right, let's bring up some cheddar. And give credits where credits is due. That's fantastic. Great run, dude. That's what I freaking love Michigan. This is some good stuff right here. This is good stuff. Let's see if we can keep this up. All right, anyways. Bam. All right, let's go over our top 10 and who's getting the cheddar. Tanner Moore, that 4 car. You're stage 1, Victor. Oh, wait. I should do that as well. That helped. Yep, that helps. Okay. Gus Toro in the 30 is get that second position. Great job, dude. What a save that guy got, dude. Oh, that was incredible. And marches it back. Both these 2 cats got massive saves and got second and third positions in the save. That's incredible. I'm sorry. Back up real quick. Gus Toro in the is plus 18 positions and our biggest mover. Kyle Wellman in that 4th position here is going to get some points. Hunter Bogdan in the 86. He gonna get some stage points here. In the 5th position. 6th position going to go to the 69er of Ronnie Morrison, 87 of Raymond Hardina, 7th position, 77 of Matt Jones, 8th position. 9th is going to be the 97 of Jeremy Richmond, your pole sitter. And then rounding out our top 10 for points and cheddar for stage 1, it's going to be Larry Bell. But your stage 1 winner, going to be Tanner Moore. All right, we're going to take ourselves a quick break. Be back here in just a moment for the kickoff. The start of, we already kicked the race off. But for the start of stage 2, stick with us. Be back here in just a moment. Sorry. All right.
At this moment, rescue workers are laboring to recover and identify the remains of Jaja Korda, international businessman, maverick in the fields of armaments and aviation, among the richest men in Europe. He is survived by 10 children, 9 boys, 1 nun, his daughter Liesel.
I've appointed you sole heir to my estate, which you may come into sooner rather than later.
Why? It's been 6 years since our last meeting.
I have my reasons.
Which are what?
My reasons? I'm not saying. I'm saying I'm not saying. Korda Land and Sea Phoenician Infrastructure Scheme, my most important project of my lifetime.
Our objective, disrupting, obstructing, impeding, crippling Korda's enterprise in any manner possible.
Get the hand grenades. Today, tonight, and tomorrow, we rendezvous with every Titan and pretend we agree what we already agree. But in fact, we don't. We can't. Call it. Heads. Heads.
Is this supposed to be here? It was under the lunch trolley.
Oh dear, who shot you?
Tara's from out of town. Help yourself to a hand grenade.
You're very kind.
Could you imagine falling in love with a man like me, by the way, hypothetically?
You're drunk on 3 beers.
Why are you shooting my ceiling?
This is a robbery on behalf of...
I understand that. I'm asking about my ceiling. You idiots are destroying a magnificent nightclub.
One thing you'll never know because you can't. The truth. I suppose I'm moved by this absurd performance. I recognize this assassin.
Calm down.
Suicide pedal.
Where's for father? Take this miserable sin into the company.
Welcome back, everyone. Got Chris Paul Hamas here with Front Row Esports in their 2025 series. The request for this year's Cup is underway here at Michigan. All this brought to you by Moser Racing, Trek Racer, W Energy Drink, Raptor Race Graphics, and, of course, Starlink. We got Brian Zimmerman leading the way as we're about ready to drop the hammer for Stage 2, and we are gone. All right, up to the gears. Here we go. Stage 1 underway. All right, going through it right now, the 69er of Ronnie Morrison. He's going to try to find that bottom line instantaneously, try to get that clean air. Whoa, we got big problems for the 87. He's going to be backing up some fierce on this restart as he's going back to 16th, 17th, 18th position. He's going back to the field right here. As we still got a fight underway, Brian Zimmerman's going to take that lead and show 69er what's up. He does. Here we go. Leading Stage 2 is going to be the 28 of Brian Zimmerman. Ronnie Morrison, 69er, he's going to hold strong, but we do have Gus Toro fighting with Jeremy Richmond in the 97 here, pole center of this evening's race, and finding his way back up toward the front as he was on himself a good run and showing some decent speed in the beginning of the Stage 2. Big speed right now. He's going to go straight to the front. What the? All right, check his car for that NOS. All right, hit that NOS button, some fierce back, and he came roaring down that backstretch. Now we're going to go 3 wide for the lead. Side by side, stuck in the middle with who's going to be that 69er, Ronnie Morrison. He's going to fall back into the 20, behind the 28, utilizing that draft, trying to keep his momentum up. He sees the 4 car attacking. He sees the 30 car there. Here comes the 18 of Chris Carroll now. He's going to try to make it up in the fight. He needed to get those stage points. Did not make it happen in Stage 1. He's got to do something strong here in Stage 2 to really capitalize on some of these the 2 guys up ahead of him in points. Oh, we got a guy in the fence. Slowed his roll. I believe that was the 82 of Brian Hayberger. Yeah, we got good battles underway. The 83 of Carl Lindstrom starting that second position, but has fell back. Something, dude, he dropped anchor. Now he's trying to work something here. We got, that's all, saw a bunch of things flipping up there right in front of me. So I was like, no, don't put out any cars. And negative, but we are going to ride with that 30 car of Gus and Toro once again. You see lots of company he has right now. The 77, 18, 926. Grabbing some gear right there. Throw it in here. He's got big company though. Side by side, the 86 of Hunter Bogdan. Bogdan on the bottom. Keeping it tight, giving him room to run like that, but don't give him too much room to run. You'll find someone in 3 wide on you, especially here. Carroll still in the height. Oh, here comes Tanner Moore for the race lead. Tanner Moore in the 69 and Ronnie Morrison get a run on the 28. They're going to try to take it down to the apron, almost in the grass. 69 and a 4 car. Rocket by the 28. 4 is going to clear. 69 will not. 28 is high to the outside. Going to take the Larson approach to it. Oh, and he's in the fence. Dragging. Oh no. That's going to slow him up, and that's going to kink up the field as everyone jockeys for position below. Oh, the 30 of Gus Toro, he had to check up. That's going to hurt him as the rest of the field just roars by. 32, he's in the mix. Here comes Tom. Get some, Tom. Look at all these race cars everywhere. It's beautiful. 43 to the outside of Tom. Everyone trying to keep this momentum up. This is the name of the game here at Michigan. It is going to be momentum. Still looking for that. Here comes a 97. Jeremy Richmond making his presence known. He went for that 3 wide, didn't make it, stalled up. You see what happened there. You know, you sent him back in 2 positions, but he's remained up there toward the front. Hopefully it's not going to you got to really work these tires, right? You got to work your tire wear and your tire temperatures. Very, very important here in Michigan. Keep these tires cool, and that's going to keep that grip and that car pointing in that right direction. Carroll working the outside. You see a lot of these guys going to the outside, pretty quick in this run. I'm kind of wondering if it's maybe they just don't got the handle for the bottom, or there's, just a lot more grip up there and in that high line. But we've seen a lot of those race passes for the lead with those cars who were able to rock that bottom line and rip that thing tight. Whoa, 97, almost self-cleared there, huh? Super close. The 4-car had to get out to gas. The 18 of Carroll's going to take full advantage of that. Going to move him now into 3rd position. Carroll on the move. Looking for that race lead. Can't quite get that grip that he needs. But he does, though. In 2nd position. Slides in front of the 97 of Jeremy Richmond. Richmond now on his bumper. Literally shoved him down the backstretch. He's going to utilize that momentum and fly it into the 3. Rotating through the center here. Ready to go 3 wide. 97 going to utilize that momentum on the bottom. He's not going to get the exit he's looking for, but we're going to take a 3 wide drag race. 4-car of Tanner Marr just cannot decide who he wanted to go with, but he did pick. I'll pick the fastest guy that I know, which would be that 18. He does. Takes it to the center now. He's going to put the 4-car in the middle. Oh, almost in the middle. He's going to get to the bumper of the 69. Couldn't hold that mid lane right there. Too much speed coming out, so he did drip behind that 69. The 97, and Chris Carroll, the 18, gets around the 69 ever so slightly and edges his way into the race lead for how long? You got all these go-fast guys. Everyone's trying to save tire, right? Manage their tire wear, sitting in this pack, looking for their perfect time to strike and do some 2 and 3 first. As you got Carroll under attack once again. 3 wide, 4 wide for the lead. Yeah! Hell yeah! Almost. Oh my goodness. What is going? Oh, are we done yet? Is this the last? Did I miss a stage? I must have. I think we must have did some kind of Back to the Future thing, got in DeLorean, because they're racing like at the end of the race. Holy, this is fantastic. This is one of the best Michigans I've seen thus far, I think. Oh my gosh. 97, now tucked to the bottom. Here comes the 30 of Gus Otoro. Gus, he trying to put some pressure on it. We got some new cats up in the mix now. 926 Garrett Wiles. He's going to get up here into that 6th position. Nose in the fight. 77, Jones, Hunter Bogdan, Tom Freitas, Larry Bell, Carl Lindstrom, Wesley Crump. We haven't talked about Wesley Crump yet in that 90. He's finding himself close to that top 10, but he's in 13th position, and look at this. There's your leader. And we got to fight for the lead again. The 69, Roddy Morrison, 97 of Jeremy Richmond. These guys going to go toe-to-toe. Throwing blows down that front stretch, across that start checking line. 4-car Tanner Marr. He's going to take advantage of this stalled up pace the leaders are giving us. The 4 now is going to jockey for position. 18 is going to hold high to the outside. Looking for himself a beautiful run to try to clear this mess, but it doesn't. For some reasons, you cannot clear this mess. You can't. It's almost like a super speedway run. But you scatter in the turns, right? Everyone just scatters. Oh, 4-car loose, high to the outside, checked up, 3 wide, and dropping back. Tanner Marr, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15th. 12th position, he's gonna bottom out at 13th. Yeah, he's back here at the back of the pack. That sucks right there. One mistake, one mess up, you go from literally 1st to 15th in a blink of an eye. Wow, now he's gonna have to charge back up. Oh, we got contact. 32 and 27, Hunter Lagunas. They're gonna steal 4 wide. 8-car, Chubby Miller. Scary, very scary. Contact again. This is all for that 16th, 17th position. These guys just can't find a way to get through this field. Get that clean air, get those runs. Oh, here comes Carl Lindstrom, still stuck in the back as well. Nowhere to go. Can't get that car to move forward. Jeremy Richmond is, though. That 97. Wow. 97, Jeremy Richmond leading the way. Roddy Morrison still in that 2nd position. holding strong, these guys are in that second and third positions, is Ronnie Morrison, Gus Otoro. Chris Carroll now, fourth position. Moving on up. Going to be that 926 Garrett Wiles, fifth position. He's going to go side by side with that 28 of Brian Zimmerman. Brian Zimmerman, sixth position, did start further up in the field, like third position or so. Yeah. So he's fell back a couple spots, but still in the hunt for a great run and a decent points finish in this evening's race. We got the 77 of Matt Jones moving up 4 positions now along with Bubbles. Bubbles is the 27. Whoa, we got the 28 stalled up there, dropped anchor once again. Man, you got to stop dropping an anchor, 28. Seriously. At 43, Larry Bell got it right up on his bumper, gave him a shot, gave him a shove, along with Tanner Marr. These guys are trying to rocket back forward once again after losing some positions. Tanner Marr's only up 1 position or 2 positions since his drop of anchor and shoots at his run. We're going to go side by side for the race lead. Here we go. Chris Carroll going back at it, making another run at it. Once again, Jeremy Richmond under attack, and Carroll's going to take him. 18, Chris Carroll back out to the race lead. Jeremy Richmond following suit in that second position. Ronnie Morrison now in third with lots of company. Otoro in the 30. Wiles in the 926, and following with Matt Jones bringing up even more heat for their Kitchen. Oh man, you ever been here at the family's Thanksgiving or something like that? Got too many people in the kitchen, right? Then all hell breaks loose. That's exactly what's about to happen right here. These guys are catching up to this front, and next thing you know, we're going to have a good 10 cars once again, 12 cars fighting for that race lead. Literally. Richmond takes that lead back from Carroll. They're going to keep transferring it back and forth here as Ronnie Morrison's under attack by Gus Otoro in the 30. Oh, contact there. Got a little right rear to left front. And they're not done yet. They're not done yet. Banging door coming out of 4. Garrett Wiles, he is along for this ride right here as he's just kind of watching this unfold in front of him. Matt Jones doing the smart thing, dragging along. He got himself some good fast company to help him with that drop. He is now really gaining. So is the 27 of Hunter Laguna, so Bubbles. Bubbles trying not to get his bubble pop this evening as he's making himself some forward ground in the field this evening. Right on board with that 77 of Jones. Trying to utilize that midline right there. Get a good launch off, keep it off that wall. Good momentum here. He's got the 30 on the outside. These are all fast drivers. Oh, 30 cars going to go side by side with that 926 of Garrett Wiles. Garrett Wiles going to remain on the outside. We're going to have the 69er of Ronnie Morrison. He's going to jump to the bottom right here. Yes, he is. So quick move to the bottom, gets away from the 9. Oh, he slaps Vince hard right there. That's going to leave a mark. Something fierce and stall him up. So he drops anchor coming out of 2. 77's going to try to rip by him right now. He does. That may have hurt the 69er. 77 on the bottom trying to work this thing off. He's loose off. Going to not get that drive, get the power planted. He will not get there. Chris Carroll does, though, as Carroll goes back to the race lead in P1. 97 of Jerry Richmond. These guys are just going to trade it back and forth, it seems. I'm loving the blow for blow for the race lead. Trading blows, and here comes Bubbles right now. He's now finding himself into third position. Hunter Lagunas, last year's race winner, Mr. Hunter Lagunas here, has now found his way into third position. And let's see if he can remember exactly how to get her done like he did last year. But right now, Chris Carroll leading the way with that pole sitter, hot on his tracks, Jeremy Richmond. Got that stage 1 win. Decent points. Pole, sorry. Oh, side-by-side battle once again. Carroll to the outside. Oh, here comes the 27 of Lagunas. He saw these guys stalled up, and Bubbles just did it right there. Just a 2-for-1. That's what you look for. Build that momentum up. Perfect timing on his pass there. As these guys stalled up, side drafted. Now the 18's going to get to the 27's bumper. These two run together, so look for some cooperation from these guys. There you go. 18 gets on the bumper, pushes the 27 out there. Now he's going to jump in front of the 30. What a fight for the front. Let's check in on the midfield here and see how it's shaking out. Carl Lindstrom going to go side by side with Brian Zimmerman, trying to get inside that top 10. Wants to get some points, get them stage points dialed here. Still got ourselves plenty of laps left to do so here in stage 1, or stage 2, I'm sorry. We got a battle underway, 4-car 97 and then 96. 96 kind of surged forward, but it seems like he may be backing up. Is he losing a little bit of go get him in that 926? And now he gets back to the bottom, gets a good run off. He's right there. So again, utilizing that bottom line, I think is going to really help save them tires. We still got these guys battling up here at the top 5. Wow! Richmond not giving up, not giving an inch. 97, hot on the tail of 18. These guys are going to try to stay lined up 1, 2, 3 and try to crank off some laps. Again, we'll see what these long runs are going to produce. 28 and 83 still side by side. Carl Lynch and Brian Zimmerman. Take a ride on board. Yeah, there it is. So drivers are shifting. And settling in. Man, that I would hope so, because I mean, damn, that was just incredible battling in the beginning of stage 2. I mean, lap 45-ish right there. I mean, I would have wind that one back a few times and watch all of that unfolded. That was just crazy. But it's taking its toll. As you see this top group side by side, they just can't decide who's going to lead this thing. Now it's going to be Chris Kell going to lead this thing. All these guys are just trying to prove their weight and speed here. 18 back out front. Bubbles there in the 27. We're going to see who's really rising to the top here in speed and handling. And that's going to be, I think, that 18 and 27. 30 car, absolutely. 926, definitely. 97, we'll see. Yeah, he starts out good fast and, kind of struggles a little bit through his mid-run, but he's staying right there in that top 5. So we're going to be utilizing that. Matt Jones holding a great pace right now along with Carl Lindstrom. 6th and 7th positions. It's just some good speed out of Brian Hayberger. And here we go. Battle for the race lead once again. Holy bejesus. They just do not want to let go of the camera. That is awesome. Have at it, boys. 18 once again to the outside. Gus O'Toole to the 30. He's going to get to the bumper of the 18. Give him the momentum that he needs to clear the 27. These guys are going to trade up positions once again, moving Bubbles to 2nd, possibly 3rd. Gus is going to work that outside line. 27 is going to jump away from him so that way he doesn't get hooked up hard on that side draft. Now folds up into line into 3rd position, and Wiles and Richmond will kind of stay put. Okay, so we're going to line up for a slight moment for the leaders as we're still side by side. Well, now we're side by side for the 77 and 83. 83, Carl Lyncham looking for the bottom line. 77 of Matt Jones. He's got that midline handled. Midline to high. He's going to have the momentum off. But how long will his tires hold off and keep him out of the wall? Whoa! I think he scuffed her. He scuffed the paint. Yep, he did. That slowed him up. 83 is going to clear him. 82 as well. And bring along the 28 of Brian Zimmerman. So the Hero 0 was the 4 car, I believe, of Tanner Marr, who was like literally leading race or something like that, dragged some fence or something, got loose, and he went back, way back. Now finding himself in 12th position, going to fight the 86 and try to work himself back forward again. At least minimum, get inside that top 10, get a few points. That's what they're looking for. Continue to stack on points. It's got to be the focal points of each one of their runs and their races, especially being this deep into the race season. These points are really going to matter and start mattering, becoming critical. 30 Vartoro in that third position. Gus running just a fine program. Great work being done there in that 30 camp. The Richmond 97 holding strong on the outside line. He's going to have some company here soon. These guys stay lined up. But Richmond and Garrett, we're side by side. Let's see if they're going to continue to swap swings here. Or are they going to start to line up a little more? And again, it's hard to do so when you're trying to look for a different line in, save those tires, and the guy goes high. That brings you up next to him. You can't line up quickly behind him. But Chris Carroll is now leading the way with a little bit of ease, not a lot. He does have bubbles right there sticking right on this bumper. These guys are going to go. Oh, here comes Bubbles once again. 27 to the bottom. And as that stalls him up, that brings the rest of the cars to him. Now the 30 of Gus. He had one of those runs that the 27 had, but the 27 blocked him. Going to hold him back. 30's going to lurch in front of the 18, and the 97 is going to get a pole position on him as well. So that's going to drop the 18 back to fourth position, and 926 can turn ride in that 15th and stay in this lead group. That's what these guys are looking to do. But you see how their lines are different on corner entries and exits, and so that does. Oh, here we go. Fight for it one more time. Here comes Jeremy. Oh, slapping fence. Tires are giving up. That was the 926 hard hit into that outside wall coming out of 2. That's going to leave a mark, and that's going to really slow his roll. Here comes the 97. 97 to the right, to the front. Yeah! Rotates to the front, underneath and around around the outside of the 27. 27 tried a little crossover, looked like. Didn't have momentum for. And these guys are going to stick real close and tough together. 27's going to throw it back in there again, once again. So these guys going side by side, it should create an ample opportunity for the cars behind them to catch up. Oh, there goes the 926 again into the fence. Practically same spot. I think we had a little matrix action happening with Garrett Wells, little black cat crossing in front of him. Wow, we've got 27 now sliding out in front of him, trying to get that grip on exit. Does so, 927, and we're going to line up once again. Let's rock through our field. Garrett, we've got Carl Lindstrom now, 6th position. Brian Haberger, and I believe all these guys are going to catch Garrett because he hit that wall a couple times, guaranteed. And everyone's kind of single file all the way back here. So the only guys really fighting is going to be these dudes right here for that race lead. Ow, back into the fence once again goes Garrett Wells. It's like 3 times in a row. His car is definitely giving up on him. So let's see. Hopefully he can keep in one piece to get to the end of stage 2. We got 21 more laps. Oh, we got almost contact for the race lead. Maybe a little with the 97 of Jeremy Richard drives around the outside of Bubbles. Again, these guys are going to keep doing this until these tires start to give up, and they're going to not going to be able to generate quite the speed and momentum as they once did for these incredible passes. You see, kind of the things are getting a little soggy, right? Ooh, that's spicing up though. Gus starting to turn a little sideways out of 2. Not a good sign with 20 laps left in stage 2. Oh, now he's going to push. We got a hard push. We're going to lay on each other right here. 8 tires, better than 4. 12's even better than 8. Get up there, Carol. Come on. Oh, we got contact. Oh, contact again. Contact again. These guys are just slamming door all the way down the front stretch. Hey, we got caution out. Oh, who's around? We got yellow flag. That's out 70. Did I get it wrong? I may have gotten it wrong. Let's bring up our stuff once again here as we just went under caution. Stage, there we are. Lap 70, my bad. I had it wrong. Shoot. 70, so this is into stage 2. Hey, no one said I was perfect, okay? I'm nowhere near close, man. I just wing this thing, all right? We fake it to make it. There it is. Okay, so we're now under Let's do this. Let's get to it. Jeremy Richmond gets it done for stage 2. Bubbles gets that second position, get that second place finish for stage 2. Fantastic work down there. Hold on, there we go. My bad. All right, Gusso Toro, third position, 18 Chris Carroll, 4th spot, 5th position, 926 Garrett Wiles. 6th is going to go to Lindstrom in the 83. 7th position to 82 of Brian Hayberger. 8th is going to go to the 77 of Matt Jones. 9th, 28 of Brian Zimmerman. And rounding out your top 10 in cheddar points for stage 2 is going to be Hunter Bogdan in the 86. Stage 2 winner is going to go to 97 of Jeremy Richmond. All right, these guys are going to come in there, get them 4 fresh feel goods, splash of go-go juice, and get us back to stage 3. Take a quick break. Be back here in just one moment. Stick with us.
This can't all be true.
Every word.
CIA Black Vault break-in.
Am I reading this correctly? The Kremlin bombing?
In fairness, the bomb was actually meant to kill him.
He gassed a security briefing.
That was just 2 months ago.
This explains the handcuffs. It's still not clear why he's here.
If we want to bring the world back from the brink, we have to deal with him. Should he choose to accept? Smart people on every side are close to panicking. What exactly is your plan?
Your team has been betrayed, Ethan. All your secrets compromised.
Everything you are, everything you've done, has come to this.
You gave him an aircraft carrier?
Our lives are the sum of our choices. This is your calling, your destiny. I have no regrets. Neither should you.
I need you to trust me. One last time.
All right, everyone, here we go. Stage 3. This is it. This is for all the cookies, all them gustos. And we're going to try to send it off well. Got like to welcome everybody back to stage 3. Got Front Row Esports in their quest for the cup for 2025. And they are at Michigan and put on one hell of a show, dude. If you missed it, oh my goodness, you're going to have to watch this one back. But here we go. We're going to kick off some more excitement. These restarts have been incredible. Oh, my goodness. Let's see if we're going to continue on with this hellacious race pace and dogfight that we have been subjected to this evening. Jeremy Richmond leading the way. Here we go.
Green.
Oh, wrong one. There we are. Come on. Get your stuff together, right? As these boys are firing them off, going through the gears, we got it one more time. Everyone's gonna come whipping out of 2 here, down this back stretch, getting these cars up to speed. No holds barred for what we're looking at this evening. Big run for the 97, a good start for him. The 27 of Bubbles, he's there in that second position. Everyone's kind of lining up, but here's the dogfight underway, and in the middle of that dogfight is going to be the 83 of Carl Lindstrom. He's got company, big company, lots of company. 28, 82, you name it, they own it. And they're trying to own his position right now. 4-car Tanamar on the outside, along with the 28-28. Trying to make it happen, Captain on that outside. 82 still stuck on the bottom. 83, he's in the middle with you. Oh, wait, 77 getting tight right there. He's got a possible 4 wide. Oh, man, it's getting close. 28 down the bottom on the outside on the bumper of the 27. 77 in the middle. 82 now rocking that and trying to style that bottom line. He is ripping it. Richmond's loving all of this, but this is the fight. You're looking at it, 7th position-ish, somewhere around there. 82 trying to clear. He does. 82, Brian Hayberger. What a run by him. The 82 just dropping some hammer down right now, hauling the mail, and now he's going to go for more. Goes for the dive with the 27, does so with all kinds of momentum. Wow, moving on forward. 19-6, now he started up here nice. Let's see if he can hold. Brian in the 28 now, trying to, again, working that outside line. Whoa, man, it is tough out here. Tough racing. These drivers are not giving an inch. I mean, they're being patient and they're being cordial-ish, but we are seeing some door slamming, racing for real estate here. The 90 car, Wesley Crump, making his presence known as he is now inside the top 10, 9th position on the bumper of the 77. 77 trying to hold strong in this top 10, been doing so, been in that 8th or so position, so he's about to have himself a decent run if he can just maintain, but he's got a lot of heat that is barreling down on him, and that's in the form of the 83 and 72 of Daniel Rupik Jr. We have not talked about Daniel Rupik Jr. quite yet. Here he comes into the mix here. Top 10 right now, 10th position. Daniel Rupik, they can ride on his bumper. You see all kinds of drivers looking for some kind of runoff for as they're stacked up, but Daniel Rupik Jr. in the 72 has found his way by and is motoring on. Good job, bruh. 4-car now sees a opportunity and seizes it to the outside, moving him inside that top 10. Richmond still leading the way. Gustin Toro, 2nd position. Chris Carroll, 3rd. 926 Garrett Wiles, 4th position. Brian Hayberger, 5th. That's rounding your top 5, but we do have more battling happening for that 11th, 12th position. We're back on it. 69er Ronnie Morrison was up here in that top 3, top 5 most of the evening, now finding himself not where he wants to be for the start of stage 3. In 12th position, mired in traffic and looking for any kind of light at the end of the tunnel. Right now, he's tracking in back of a lot of nasty air. It's going to be hard to move forward. You're going to see this as well. Tom Freitas in the 32, still in the hunt and the fight. Back here in 14th position, along with Carl Lindstrom in the 83. All these guys trying to make some forward progress, but are just getting stalled up midfield in that 10th-ish position. Just seems like that's where the nasty is, you know? This is where the cleaner air is and a little more go fast. Gus Toro, Chris Carroll loving where they're at right now. Same thing with Wiles. You see them guys getting real close right there. 28 is Zimmerman's trying to make a comeback here. These guys are looking out of 2. Bubbles in the 27. Matt Jones in the 77. And now has a bumper full of the 4-car Tanamar. Mar in the 9th position. And the 77 trying to hold on to that 8th spot and maybe get some more. He's not. He's getting challenged by the 4-car. Possibly going to let him go. Oh, no. He drags on his right rear there, trying to slow him down. He's trying to stay in the pace of things, but again, let's see who's going to be really aggressive on their positioning. And, you know, what is that going to do to their tires later on in this run? And we got a little loose off, maybe, or the Bubbles 27 stalled up, and he's going to draw it back here as the 77 is going to utilize that high line. This is where your big battles are at, along with the 32-53 of Richard Jackson. Haven't talked a lot about him either. He's been, you know, just stuck in the stuff back here, all right? And this is what it is back here. It's stuff back here, all right? Because you just can't seem to move anywhere. But we have some movement happening up toward the front. We have Brian Hayberger trying to make hay and get to that fourth position. Hayberger now finding himself fourth position right behind Chris Carroll in the 18. Richmond leading the way. Augusto Toro, he's sitting on the bumper here. Let's see what he can muster up. He gets a run here. We got a possible pass for the race lead. 30 car. Augusto Toro going across the line. He's there. He is there on the 97. He's going to go door to door, stall him up, going into one here. Through the center, wraps it nicely. Slides it just ever so slightly, but he's going to have a good run off. He does. They get real close there. Side draft. That's going to stall up the 97. 97's going to kind of move back, I think, as Carroll's going to utilize that run on the outside. He does. Pass for the second position. Not yet. 97's going to go back to the bottom. Utilizes that almost close to apron. Painting the line down there. Comes roaring out of four. Takes the position back once again. '82. Of Bryant, he is in fourth position, 926 of Wiles, fifth. Zimmerman now starting to make his charge back forward once again. Oh, we got contact! That is Moore with the massive save! Wow! We are just going to wind that one back real quick so we can get our handle on it. So it's going to be the 28. Oh, no. Scratch that. I believe that was a 72-ish, maybe? 77, sorry. Scratch that. That was a 77 in Jones. That, yeah, so that got a little contact there. 4-car of Tanner Marr was able to save that, as we're going to try to get ourselves back forward once again here into, what? Come on. There we go. I don't think we brought that far back, but that's gonna hurt the 4-car. Now he's mired even deeper in traffic and gonna have to climb that ladder all over again. Now in 14th position, trying to gain. 82 on the outside of the 926 is gonna be a battle for the 4th and 5th positions. Whoa! 28, give her she's got! On that outside, little slideways, if you will, out of 2. But the 2 gets her hooked up and is going to bring the 69er of Lonnie Morrison right along with him. Woo! 926 is starting to falter. He's slowing up. Could his car be going away already? This is the run here too. This is the longest run of the evening, everyone. So we're going to be looking at possible green flag stops. You know, midway through ish, depending on how these guys want to structure it. This last run. And again, when do you? I mean, or how do you? For me, just due to the fact that we haven't seen any green flag runs, we could see a possible caution on someone's pit entry or exit. These cars are all over the place when it comes to tire wear. And so, I mean, you know, especially at the end of their run, okay? So at the end of their run, we're looking, you know, do you stay out as long as you can so you don't get bit by that caution? But the longer you stay out, once someone, you know, undercuts this one and tries to hopscotch this field, gains a position, you're going to really force some hands here. But that's what racing's all about. The cards are thrown up, and how they fall is up to random luck at times. And the grace of God, the 28 just found him as he got contact there, got pushed to the outside. He's going to drop all kinds of spots once again. Best thing about these guys right now is that with the field spread out a little bit, at the moment at least, they're a stall up or whatever toward the front. You're not going to lose and go all the way to the back of the pack. But, ooh, wow, 32 he got stalled up some fierce right there, and that backed him up into all those guys behind him. Tony Miller in the A, Brian Hayberger in the 82. Here comes Tanner Marr and Matt Jones. Matt Jones going to go side by side with the 90 of Wesley Crump. Wesley Crump, he wants to be in the show. You are, bro. No worries. And you put on a good one. Ripping that outside line, trying to keep her off the wall as you got the 83. Looking for position. We got sideways right there by Larry Bell, hanging on to it. See these guys just loose off, especially out of two. As we're kind of figuring earlier in, before the race started, due to the fact you've got to remember, it's 12-degree banking on this front stretch, 6-degree banking on the back stretch. So, let's rip off. 59 into the 18's bumper right there. Going to give him a shot and see if he can get him by the 97. Go up and try to complete his arc in and arc out. But right now, Gus Otoro, your race leader. Right on, Gus. That 30 car has been looking stout through this evening, and now he is really capitalizing on his speed in this race tonight. And I mean, he's doing it at the primo time. And not only is this guy, he's got stage points throughout every stage, but he's about to put on a really good run if he can keep this up. Good run by the 30. Great run by the 97. Gus now starting to got a couple car length and a half or so on the 97. Carroll in the 18. Trying to hold strong in that third position. And welcome back to the top five is the 69er, Ronnie Morrison, and the 27 of Bubbles, as he was fighting for that stage 2 win just a few laps ago. Ryan Zimmerman moves his way into 6th position. Garrett, oh my gosh, here we go. 4 wide, baby. 82 just gonna sail right by these guys. 926 checking up the field here. And the 83 trying to capitalize. Same thing with the 4 car, Tanner Marr. He got stalled up and got dropped back tremendous amount of positions at the beginning of this run. And now he's fought and clawed his way up to 10th and trying to continue forward movement and progress in tonight's races. He's going to go side by side with the 83, Carl Lindstrom. Lindstrom now trying to hold on to that top 10. No better time than the present to give our shout out to, of course, the Lindstrom family. Big supporter of FRB and Front Row Esports. Super stoked to always have you guys tuning in. Thank you guys so much for your support. And man, you better get out there and kick your driver in the butt. Tell him, let's go, man. Let's go. The 926 sideways right there as he comes out there, and he's going to try to get himself one more position. Keep it up, Carl, as he's moving forward. Right now, all eyes are going to be on the 30 car, at least on the driver's eyes, are on the 30 car of Gus Otoro as he is leading this field. Jeremy Richmond trying to stay right there, close in contact to try to keep pressure on that 30. But and same thing with Carroll. These guys do not want to lose pace of this. Oh, we got a caution out. Caution is out, and I believe it is. Looks like the 90 is off track. Let's see what happens. Oh, we got big contact here. Big contact. 8 and the 90. All right, we're going to slow this one down and try to get a good view on what happens here. We're going to see the 90. And he's going to hang a 90 on exit. Watch this. So he's sideways right here. He's losing grip. Yep. Oh, no. No, he's fine. So it's the 8 car that loses or something? Maybe? No. Okay, here comes the 30. Or not 30. The 90. So 90 maybe just comes up to side draft and gets too close. And that's going to be hook, line, and sinker down to the bottom. These guys are going to go sideways here. And then continue their tango down to the apron. Both these drivers save it? Oh, man. These drivers are getting good at saving these dang things. I guarantee you this. It keeps it out the wall, throw some tires on it, and call it a day. They're not out of it yet. Cloud cover. It is darkened up out here, everyone. As we're going to bring this thing in for some tires and fuel, and I believe we can make it. Possibly, yes, we can. So we should be able to make it from here. We'll be close, but we should be able to make it from here. Wow. All right, so we're going to get these guys some 4 freshens, and we're going to take ourselves a quick break. Be back here in just a moment. Stick with us.
Miles per hour, last seen heading northbound.
Unit 12, acknowledging dispatch. Already in pursuit.
I'm looking for something. Something I do not understand. Ready? Because there's no going back.
There's something wrong.
The Avengers are not coming. Who will keep people safe?
Yes! Yeah!
All right, welcome back, race fans, to Michigan. Front Row ESPORTS in their 2025 Cup Series, Stage 3. Quick caution, we are looking to go back green.
Green.
And we are green once again. Now, Ronnie Morrison leading the way in the 69 and the 28 of Brian Zimmerman. So great jump by 69, and Ronnie Morrison going to get it out front with ease. The 82 of Brian Hayberger is in the 3rd position now. Gus Arturo in the 34th position. Tanner Marr in the 4 car, 5th position. So we're going to see, contact to the fence already from the 4 car. Not a good sign out of that 4 camp in the this late stage. As these guys are spooling it up and trying to get her done. 32 of Tom Freitas. Now, look at Tom now, 6th position, and rocking forward. Get it, dog! Same thing with Matt Jones, holding in that 7th, 8th position, kind of where he's been. You know, not low, not high, but just right there, which is where he needs to be, getting a good feel and you know, getting tuned in. Whoa, Hardina, all over the wheel there. You got contact from the 32 up in front of him. That's going to bring the 77 alongside him right now. So 32 gets into the fence, stalls up. 77 goes underneath him. The 87 of Hardina is going to try to follow in suit there. The 77 can't clear the 32. 32 is going to find that outside line and momentum and runs with it. Denver Lupe Jr. sees all of this unfolding in front of him. So does Richard Jackson. But we got more. We got the 82 of Haber in the 3rd and 4th. Now trying to get to 3rd position, putting Gusto Toro into that 4th position. He's going to go side by side to 28. He has nowhere to go. He's going to stall up right here, and he's got a bunch of hot rods to the outside. Here comes the 4-car Tanamar just into the fence, and a lap or 2 to go. But now utilizing momentum and keeping that thing spooled up on the outside. 4-car marching forward. Brian Zimmerman in 28, Gusto Toro in the 30, and the 69er Ronnie Morrison, your race leader. 28 is Zimmerman. Looking for the bottom now with help. He's got the 4-car of Marr sliding across his bumper right there. Woo! The tempo is picking up, and I don't even think the tempo can pick up anymore, but it is. We keep this thing going, man. This race is going to reach all new heights as we can see the 32 reaching for that save good as he gets down to the bottom there. Wow, loose off, maybe a little contact. We've been seeing a lot of that, especially out of 2. So there's been contact between drivers. There's been loose offs, over driving it. I mean, you name it. But these guys are just putting the hammer down and doing everything they can to gain some position. The 77 trying to march forward again, going head-to-head with the 82 of Hayberger. Hayberger seemed to have a little bit, faster pace in the 77 in the beginning of this race, but the 77 has really stepped up his program now to the outside and utilizing some speed along with the 32. He's going to follow right behind him. 32 was just loose off not too long ago. Again, finding that right line momentum, that will save your day and keep you right there chomping at the bit. And especially chomping at the bit. Here comes Brian Zimmerman for the race lead. Down hella low. Almost on the grass, doing some landscape, trying to get himself a run down, but does not. There's too many cars lined up on the outside. He's going to hit the brakes and go up into the 30. Slides, this 30 goes up in front of the 77. Jones just clobbers him, and Gusto Toro is parked out of 2. Oh, man. That was wild. All right, let's check it out. Slow it down. So we're going to see the 30 and 28 here, possibly. All right, so we're going to be in a caution. This I knew was going to happen. We're going to have the tempo is going to pick up, the patience is going to drop, and the tippers are going to flare. So we got so this is going for your race lead. He's going to cut this thing down in front of the 28. I don't think the 28 was quite expecting that low to the high entry to low arc. It comes across the bumper. Gus saves it. What a save! But he saved it right up in front of the 77. That's going to be a clobber to that front of the 77 and the rear of the 30, and that's going to destroy the 77's car. He's going to have to come in for sure. Same thing with the 30. So these guys hopefully have their cars still left in the hauler, the backup cars, and they're able to utilize those. But will we see tires? We'll see tires. Absolutely. We'll see why not. If we have them, use them. If not, we hold on to it. But yeah, we got tires. Everyone's coming in. All right. So we have probably 2 sets of tires left. That's it. So they'll just leave them with 1 set left. 40 laps going to be left remaining. Wow, under caution once again. Jeremy Bridgman stays out. Oh, wow. Interesting, says the race strategies. So solo duck out here in the pond. And very lonesome feeling right now. So Richmond 97, sitting out here by himself while the rest of the pit, everybody pitted. Wow. All right. Well, we still have it's going to get nuts, everyone. It's going to get crazy. So let's take our quick break. I'm going to go over my stuff, make sure I'm good to go, and I'll be back here in just one moment.
Wow, folks, we all know the story. 4 brave astronauts head up into space and come back forever changed.
This car?
Our city, our planet, owe a debt to these intrepid souls. And while we can never repay them, we can certainly celebrate them.
Thank you, Fantastic Four. Thank you.
Thank you, Fantastic Four. Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
Herbie, how's that sauce looking? Okay. That is fantastic.
You're late.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? You're late for dinner.
Yes, we are.
You late?
I just said that.
Are you pregnant?
What? You're gonna be the best mom in the world. And you are gonna be the best dad. Just kidding. You are out of your depth. We are gonna be the best uncles ever.
We can do this. Nothing is going to change.
Are you the protectors of this world?
Yes, we are.
Your planet is now marked for death.
It's my fault. I stretched the bounds of space. And they hurt.
Are we safe?
I don't know. There's not enough time.
I'm not giving up. We will face this together. We will fight it together. As a family. Has to be us.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Had to cut that one short, get this restart, and we're coming in 40 to go here in tonight's race. And that was Fantastic Four for anybody who hasn't seen that one yet. And yes, they are going to be redoing it for like the 3rd or 4th time. I don't know, I've lost count. But right now, we got the 97 of Jeremy Richmond styled out in front here, but for how long? This guy was the only cat who stayed out. We got Chummy Miller now in that 2nd position. Maybe did like a 2-tire stop of some sort. He's up 13 positions, so smart thinking on maybe that 8 car of trying to utilize some track position. We'll see how long he can hold on along with Jeremy Richmond. That clean air just doesn't mean much, it seems, here at Richmond this evening, as we got Brian Zimmerman surging forward here and more to follow. Tom in 32 up 7 positions here, and now 4th position, highest he's been this evening, cleanest of all air and positioning. Let's see if he can hold on to it. The 86 of Hunter Bogdan moving forward 10 or more. Oh, 32 into the fence once again, and we got car sideways. Caution out. 43-53. Jackson and Bell. Bell just got his bell rang. That's man, and I know these restarts are going to do this to us right here. They're going to stack him up and cause more of this chaos. Okay, 43. And we'll look for the 53. Oh, 53 into the fence right there. Brings him right back down onto the bumper. The 43. 43 was not expecting him to hit his brakes on exit. So it's going to spin them both around. Quick, easy, nothing. I mean, it's unfortunate. And luckily we've had some minor contact to caution. So this will be caution number 3 in tonight's race. So these boys are doing really good. Really, really good. So we'll see one more time here. We'll slow it down. And try to bring in some views. So we'll watch the 53. The 926 going to slide up in front of him, taking some air off. That's going to, oh, they both hit the wall, so they follow each other up. Boom, boom. And then that stalls him up, and he goes right into the 43. And it looks like, oh, Lindstrom got a piece of it as well. Oh, no. So Lindstrom, he got hurt. Let's see how bad. I can already see it right now. I can see it on his right front. Oh, yeah, he took a hard hit there. That moved his car around. Let's look at that right front since we have the abilities to do so. Yeah, it's crunching. That is going to hurt him. There we go. Oh, yeah. It's dented, dude. So you might need to get that fixed. But right now, Jeremy Richmond leading the way. We are under caution. Once again. So some of these guys are going to come and get these tires, I guess, and do a little flip switch, a flip of the script. No. So we have some guys who maybe get some damage fixed. We still have Richmond staying out. Miller is in that second position. He held on to that. 28 of Zimmerman, third position. Tom fourth, and rounding your top five is going to be Tanner Marr. Man, all right. So a lot of action still left yet to be had, as we got some damaged cars. Going to try to get them fixes on and try to get in here for the end of this race. While we have a moment here, let's look over our schedule and see what's next. All right. So where we at? Somewhere, Nashville, Michigan, down at the bottom, June 6th. There we are. So Michigan International Speedway, and then Charlotte Motor Speedway, that will be the all-star race. Reminder, that was up next. That's going to be so sick. You guys are going to love this. I hope so, at least. But a lot of work and effort's been put involved with this one, and it's going to be quite the show. We have a different dynamic on how this is going to go down, so really want to check this one out. It should be very interesting. We're either going to nail it or we're going to fail it, one of the two. Well, we're going to do either one in glorious fashion, guaranteed. So Pocono Raceway after that, and then yes! Mid-season break. Sorry, maybe way too excited about that. Big time is what it is, you know? I love my 4th of July, blowing stuff up, get behind a boat, you know? Oh, goodness. Wow, so everybody can make it from here. We've seen the stages, which was an 80-lap run. Let's look over, show our tower. What laps we in here? Okay, so we're in 35 laps left remaining in tonight's race. Yes, okay. So we got good tires, except for Richmond. He still stayed out, but so far his car seemed really good and was able to hold off the charge. But we barely got up to green here. So let's see what's going to happen. If we can get ourselves this long green flag run, will this thing unfold, you know, with a shocker of a race winner? We've seen who's been fast. We got some of these guys buried deep in the pack. Chris Carroll, Hunter Lagunas, Ronnie, Gus Toro. All these guys stuck back here in this pack here now, and these guys were styled up toward the front of this thing. So let's see if their cars have the get up and go to get them to the front, as we're going to go green once again.
Green flag.
Go green! Okay, great launch by Jeremy Richmond. Going to jump up to the outside, get himself nice and clear into one. They are fanning out. This is going to be get everything. Get every last little bit. I mean, no joke. The 32 close to the wall right there. Everybody just letting her go. Let her eat, dude. Let her eat. He's like, we are, dog. We are. Oh, wait, where'd we go? Oh, sorry. Okay, there we go. Got a little lost there. 32, Tom. Fight on the outside. 8 car dropping back. Losing speed here. 4 car trying to get underneath them. 32 looking to get around them. Carroll marching forward. 77 of Jones. He's there. Raymond Hardina trying to rally back. Same thing with the 82, 27, 30. Oh my goodness, 82 on the bottom, 27 in the middle, 86 on the outside. We got Tom. He's going to go side by side with 18. 18's going to get underneath the 32. 77 is going to be behind the 32. We're going to go side by side, 87 and 27. 86 right behind him, along with the 69er, Roddy Morrison. These guys are sucked up tight, and they're looking to try to gain some positions. 87 sails it in. He's got the short run. He's got the speed. Will it be a short enough run and enough speed to get him up there? It does not clear the 77, but he's all over the bumper. This is tight quarters and close combat here. 69 of Roddy Morrison. 69 look for the bottom. He's going to try to get into the 27. He does. Super close. Almost contact there. 3 wide on exit of 4. 86 of Hunter Bogdan on the outside. 27 in the middle. 69 all the way down to the bottom apron. The 27 is going to utilize the draft off the 86. Does clear. 69 stalled up on the bottom. 82 is going to go around him. 69 is going to be a big loser of that three wide battle. And Jeremy Richmond's just trying to let him, hopefully they'll fight, because he's styled out and sailed out. Got him by almost a second here. Few car lengths, the 4 and 28. Now it's up to them to line up and go. The 8 car of Charlie Miller trying to hold strong in that top 5. ISU's been up and forward through this evening. So did his possible 2-tire call and pit strategy, is it going to play him right where he needs to be and styled out toward the front of this thing? Does he have enough car to get there? Here comes the 18. We've seen him lead a lot of tonight's race, and he's bringing up the crew. He's got the 32 and the 77 with the 86 and 82. He bringing a party. So the 18 of Chris Carroll trying to bring the party along with the 32. Actually, no, these guys are trying to duck and get out of there. It looks like the 77 is one who's bringing. He's that guy who shows up to the point, right, with all his buddies when you're going for a surf, and they all just come piling in. You're like, oh, contact! Oh, 69 to 77. Whoa, that was close, super close, almost sideways. 77 almost had himself a really bad day. Now he's looking at 4 wide. Things just getting worse for the 77 as he is in the stuff. Working the outside. I love the 77. He just always finds himself to be in the heaviest of all racing. I guess he likes to challenge himself. So challenge accepted. 3 wide again. 30 of Gusto Toro. 87 of Ardina. Ardina stalled up there. Now he's going to fall back. 82, he gets stalled up there. 77 has to lift. That's going to bring the 30 up to his door. We're going to go side by side. Holy hell. Not stopping, not giving up one little bit. No one's lifting. Everyone's digging for every last position. Can this pace hold out? Or are we going to see detonation? 83, Carl Lindstrom. 926 of Garrett Wiles. 72, Daniel Rupek Jr. 90 of Crump. More battle had happened. 97 has fallen back. Tanner Barr, now your race leader. That all this is just happened while we were watching all of the rest of the fight underway. And it's not done yet, so we do see possible Jeremy Richmond in 97 to stay out in solo maneuver here. Those tires are going to start to bite him, and they are. He is falling back in a hurry. The anchor is out on the 97. Oh, and it's a cluster. You know what? In this 10th, 11th. Oh my goodness, we got somebody into the wall. That would be the 8 car. A 2-tire strategy, I believe, maybe biting him as well as he went into the wall and directly to the back of the pack. Carl Lindstrom is getting just meleeed down here, murdered in his pack right now. Bang, bang. Oh, dude, hold on to it. Just shots being fired every different direction. 97 in the middle of it. He's on a women of prayer, that 97 is, and he's in the middle. Oh, everybody's trying to find their way around. 97 holding them up, but not really. This is the stuff right here. 32 on the outside, 42 of Kyle Wellman sneaking into the picture. You can't get out of my view there, Wellman. We see it. Wow, man, Wellman now trying to surge forward, fighting some fifth position, top fiver. But for, again, how long? Everybody is everywhere. It's so dicey. Sketch dog, all kinds out here on track. I'm just waiting for one small slight to happen and kaboom! Smoking Carter! But we ain't seeing that one yet. We're seeing everybody just dicing through the field. God, I love Michigan. I swear this track puts on, I think, some of the ultimate racing. 100%. You know, look at this. This is crazy. Here we go once again. Oh my gosh, 927. Oh, it's a contact 69 in the 30 of Gus. No, I'm sorry, the 97 of Richmond. He's on the move back forward. What the hell? This man was leading. Got old tires on this thing. All over the wheel. 25 laps left remaining in tonight's race. Can they hold on? My answer, my vote is no. Okay, I really hope so. Absolutely. But I can't see it. There's just too much racing. Look at this crap. No, contact again. 18 to the 42. 97 trying to stay out of it. 18 again. Now the 42 is sideways and around, and he puts up the 82 on his way down. Caution out, and the rest. Oh my gosh. 926, 32, you name it, they're in it. That was it. That was the biggins. Oh my gosh. Wow. So this all started with the 42 and 18. This is going to take us a minute. This is sick. So we got 69. Oh. So that was actually on the 69er. Watch this. Okay, so let's get on board the 69er, Ronnie Morrison. We're going to go nose on him. Here we go. So watch this. He's on the outside. Now instead, he's going to go to the bottom. He's going to try to shove the 18. He's going to come across. He's going to hit him at an angle. Yep. So he hits him at an angle, gets him. Wow. All kinds. Sends him up into the 42. 42. The 18. What a job the 18 did saving that damn thing. 42 almost did, but he. Oh, wow. Then the 42, he's going to slide. Where'd he go? There he is. So here's the 42. Oh, man. So let's wind this back just a second. Oh, this collects everybody. This is the nastiness right here. Boom. 82. They come up, get the 32. 32 goes into 69. Whap. 83's in it. 72. 926. Oh, my gosh. The 02 of Scotty Stevens. I haven't even had a chance to talk about him yet, I believe. Yes. Damn it. Sorry, Scotty. My bad. 02, Scotty Stevens. He gets a piece of this one. Damn it. Oh, everybody just around here in the back. We have to watch this one more time and see how bad this damage is going to be for some of these guys as we're going to go on board Scotty Stevens. Contact. Boom, boom, boom. There goes the 42. Boom. And then you get in a slide. Oh, damn it. Almost. So not a lot of contact. Oh, there it is. Damn. Smashes into the door of the 83, but does keep a really good handle on his car, trying to keep it pointed the right direction. Good for him, though. Let's look at it from Garrett Wiles' point of view here. Riding on board Garrett Wiles in the 926. Boom, boom, boom. All happens right there. It happens so quick. We're going to shoot right back at the track. Bam, bam, bam. Boom! Bowling pins right there, dude. That was a bowling ball. It just came up to that. Strike! Took out the entire rear of the field. Wow. All right, let's go 32. Slow it down for 32. Got to. Oh, let's get there first. There we go. Boom, to the 80. Okay, so he sends the 83 down. 83 just jumps down to check up, or maybe was loose. So he gets a part of the 82 and send the 82 right into the 42. Then the 42 is going to come right back up and whack, hits the 32. 32 is now going to collect all the rest. Boom, 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 boom. So, damn. Tom was like the bowling ball, or no, the 42 was like the bowling ball, and came back up. Yeah. So it was a 42. Watch him. Boom! Wiped everybody out there. Damn! Oh, wow. All right. Well, it ain't over yet, dudes. We got 22 laps left remaining in tonight's race. Larry Bell now leading the way. Raymond Hardin in the 87, sitting in that second position. I believe Bell's going to take this outside line to start because he really likes that outside line. And then it's going to leave Tanner Marr, Jeremy Richmond, and Chris Carroll. These guys are round out your top 5, but you got Zimmerman, Bubbles, Jones, Stevens now. Scotty Stevens, he's going to slide himself up into the picture now. He's like, damn it, dude, you're going to get me in this broadcast tonight, dog. I will, I promise. I'm sorry here. We got you, Scotty. Oh, Scotty Stevens, going to try to let her rip, dude. Scotty Stevens for the win.
Green, green, green.
Bell and Hardina. Bell gets the jump. He just got his bell run not too long ago. Now look at him. He's leading the way. Tonight, it is anybody's race, it feels. We got him stacked up right behind him, though. 9-7, 28, 77, 27. All the 7s, dude. All the damn 7s are here. This is awesome. 0-2, Scotty Stevens now. We're going to bring some oh no into the picture. Along with a 30. He's got that oh no right along with them. Big fight for the lead. Oh, contact 97, 87, 43, 43. He's going to lose the lead. 87 is going to take it across the line with a push from the 18. 18 and Chris Coe's going to try to shove him out the way, go 3 wide, 4 wide for the race lead. Yes, 4 wide for the race lead. Any one of these lines can take it on exit. Now the Jeremy Richmond in 97 is going to get underneath the, oh Jesus. These guys are just everywhere. Hold on to it, guys. Hold on to it. 97 of Jeremy Richmond. 18 of Chris Carroll. Chris Carroll's looking to win this race. Wants to get these points and get himself closer to the lead of the championship. Bubbles now, he's surging back forward. Can he do a repeat? Can we have another repeat here? I believe he just won. So 27 is on fire. Larry Bell not giving up. Neither is Brian Zimmerman. No one's giving up. Are you kidding me? This is all dig, all fight, no quit, big nuts, Harry Stamper style run right now. You got to let them all hang out. 27 on the outside. No! Drives to the middle. Drives down hard to the bottom. So does the 18. Goes for the block. Does so. And executes it beautifully. Stops at 97's run, but he can't stop them all. Here comes Bell on the outside. About to ring some bells with the 28 in suit. 28 stalled up now, and along with the 97 stalled up. Chris Coe, your race leader for the second. Literally for the second, okay? Because this is going to change here in just a moment, guaranteed. Whoa, more contact back here. 77 down low. Look at possible contact with 87 or 83. Does not stall up them. 77 still. Contact there, drives up a little tight. 30, holds on to it. 4 holds on to it. 4's going for a drive forward. 77 trying to hold on to it. 87, back it up. Raymond Hardina, 83 of Lindstrom, stuck in the middle of the fight. Same with Ronnie Morrison, desperately searching for some clean air and some open real estate. Can't find it, and these guys can't either. Chris Carroll back under attack by the 97 of Jeremy Mayfield or Jeremy Richmond. Jeremy Richmond to the bottom, blocks the 4 out of an incredible run. Couldn't do anything with it. 27's there. Everyone's trying to make a run on Chris Carroll. They do. Now the 97 back to the race lead. 16 laps left remaining here in tonight's race. 18 going for the fake. 27 looking for the bottom. Lines back up with the 18. These guys are just flopping positions. We got some low blinker fluid. Carl Lindstrom. Oh, sideways! Hold on to it. Oh, no! Hook, line, sinker, yellow back out. Not a lot of damage for the 83. 83 should be able to still be in this fight. So we're going to have tight quarters, tight combat. Here comes the 69. He's going to get into the back of the, yep. So there it was, 83 gets a lot of help in his on his exit out of 4. The kind of help he's not looking for on his exit out of 4. So here we go. Contact here by the 69er. And that's going to turn that. Whoa, 83. And then he almost saves it, but then it gets hooked on him. And he goes right into, oh, gosh. Is that the 77, I believe, of Matt Jones? Yes, it was. 77 of Matt Jones takes a hard lick to the door there. Wind this back just a second. And go to the nose. Go to 1. There we go. And let's go to Chase, actually. See if we can get a... Right here. Bam! Oh, pancaked him to the fence. 87 gets a little handle on it as well. He wanted to get a little piece of that action. Wow. So we'll see what it does. See, these guys are making their way back in. Going to get themselves squared away here. Get fixed and try to get back out there. Chris Carroll. All right, we have ourselves a few minutes. We'll take ourselves a quick break. Be back here in just a moment.
Some people look at Sonny Hayes. They see a guy who lives in a van, a gambling junkie who missed his shot, the best that never was. But I see possibility.
And if you don't love me now, we'll never.
My rook is a phenomenal talent, but he's young. You plus him, boom, I got a team.
When was the last time you won a race?
Sunday, Daytona.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Formula One.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then same as you.
There's this new guy. He's old. He's such a prick. He's quick though.
Get any constructive criticism for each other, what would it be?
Don't be such an arsey kid.
That was constructive.
Wow.
Did you win something? There's 20 other drivers still out on that track. Do you think any of them respect us?
They're saying Sonny Hayes isn't a has-been. He's a never was.
If the last thing I do is drive that car, I will take that life, man. 1,000 times.
I'm offering you an open seat in Formula One. The only place you could say, if you win, you are the absolute best in the world.
Never break your chain.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We are about ready to have the gnarliest of gnar shootouts for Front Row Esports. in their quest for the 2025 Cup here at Michigan. I'm Chris Paul Amos. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in for tonight's race. We are not going to let you down tonight. I guarantee you, this is going to be wild.
Green.
And we are green once again. All right, Carroll off to a decent start here, dragging along Bubbles right along with them. Can we have a green flag finish here? Will we have a run to the end? 12 laps left. We got a dozen laps ahead of us and less. 4-car Tanner Mark going to go side by side with the 30. 30 Gus Arturo. He's going to stay strong on the bottom. 43 to the outside now with it being this late in the race. And where are these guys' tires at? Where's there going to be the speed in the track? It looks like the sun has come out. So I'm just going to take a guess and a gander that we are back up on temperatures, and we're going to go get some. I'll try to hold on to it at least. Bubbles going to stay lined up with that 18. Oh, but rocking on his outside is going to be the 4-car. 4-car does a little sneak attacker and try to sip and dip into second place. He does. Sip and dip accomplished, and he's going to continue for more. What a run. He's going to keep it to the outside, keep it in that Midland line right there. Gets a run off, got the speed. He's going to have to attack, get there, but at the same time, because of this gnarly draft and the inabilities to escape from the field, do you really want to be leading this thing, tend to go? Or do you want to be sitting where that 27's at, where that 28's at? Where the 30's at. Get there, get that last run while these guys go side by side for that battle, and then, sneak it. Sneak attack and snag the win from them. I would be looking at that option, absolutely, especially when this race has been conducted. But we got a possible side-by-side race for the lead. Not yet. Morris not there yet. He is stalled up, 27. Oh, wow! Contact there, 28 to the 27th bumper. That gets him loose, gets a little contact to the 30. 30 goes down. Gives him some room. Here comes Scotty Stevens. Scotty Stevens now, top 5. This is what I get for not getting on that 0-2 earlier in this race. This guy's going to rip it up through the field along with the 32 of Tom Frieda. 7th position now. Yeah, Tom. Get yourself some right here, bro. He does. Drag race of the 0-2. They're going to go side by side down this back stretch into 3 and 4. Right in front of them is going to be the 97 of Jeremy Richmond. He's barreling down on Gus Arturo in the 30, the 28 of Zimmerman. These guys are going to go 3 wide here, right behind the 27. 27's in that 3rd position. Mars trying to hold him off as he's trying to attack all at the same time. Multitasking drivers is what these guys are doing. You're ripping their mirror view and trying to see what's in front of them. Oh, man, this is insane. This is insane right here. Side by side, here we go. 4-car outside, gets the lead away from there, the 18. But we have a lot of racing still left yet ahead of us. 16, 15 miles left around. Oh, we got contact. 4 wide. 4 wide, here we go. 97, 30, 18, 28. 4 wide again, still holding. 18 surges ahead. This is all for 5th position. Oh my goodness, this is great. Controlled chaos is what this one is. Oh, back 3 wide again. Contact, and there goes a 30. 30 goes around, and we're under yellow once again. He's going to back it into the fence hard on that one. Hopefully he has his backup car, and he can get back out there and fight again. We're going to go caution, and dang, we watch that unfold right in front of us. Whew. Tight on exit. All right, let's back it up. All right, slow it down. We're going to see the 30 stuck in the middle with you. Here comes a 97 on the bottom and the 28 on the outside. They all got plenty of room here. Yeah, plenty of room. Always. Yep, no problem all through here. But here's where they run out. All right, that's going to be on this exit. And exit at 2, it's been terrible for them drivers. Some are stepping into the wall. So here comes the 28. 28 comes down. So it almost looks like a kind of a racing incident there because one came down, one came up. And then that, obviously who got the short end of the stick was the 30 car of Gus Arturo as he spins himself some pre-victory style of donuts and backs this thing right into the fence, shortening up that. Oh, yeah, definitely. He turned that thing into a hatchback. Mm-hmm. So he took some damage there, but not a lot. He should be able to hopefully get back into this one. But again, you know, they only have one backup car in their programs tonight, so could have been used already, and he's just bet he has to lie in now, as we are back under caution. So we're looking at, yeah, all of our cautions happening at the end, which I'm okay with. I am totally okay with, because we got ourselves just a heap of racing into this thing in tonight's race. Just super stoked for all of the drivers out there, and of course our fans. I'm having a blast. This is awesome. So I mean, I'm hoping that you guys are too. But I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in tonight's race. Thank you guys all so much. Let's see if I can pop up. Yeah, we can. All right, yeah. Right on. All right. So this thing is still working. I'm super stoked. But thank you, everyone. So hit that like, subscribe. Really do appreciate all this. So I know you probably can't hear me because I'm not by the area. So I do appreciate all the support. Please hit this with that like and subscribe. Get us some counts out there, guys. Really appreciate. Oh, and don't forget the noties. The noties, dude, it's super important. We don't spend a lot of time getting into this thing. All right. So all right, let's get back into this thing. As lots of racing, or I'm sorry, a little bit of racing, but lots of positions still left yet to be had. All right, Mar leading the way. At least he's going to get the jump. We're going to have possibly 4 laps left remaining, 3 laps left remaining. So just a fat, what do we call it? Yeah, a healthy, there we go. So let's take a healthy green-white checkered is what we're looking at tonight. Got one more lap around. And we're going to set these guys green, possibly for the last time. I don't know. I'm 50-50 on this one. I really am. But we got, I mean, everyone's still in the fight here. At least all these guys toward the front. I mean, all the way back top 10. Bell showed speed. Everyone's showing some really good speed. Who's left yet? But let's kind of look through the field here. Tom in the 32 needs a win. A lot of these guys really just desperately need to win. So hopefully pulling for Tom here in the 32. Making it to the end here. And look like his car's all in one piece. We'll see it. We'll see it. I'm a pull for the 32 to pull something, some magic, rabbit out of the hat here, and get him this win. But Mar's looking strong. Bubbles, right? I don't know. He's in a position to get his bubble popped right now, as he's on the outside, and we've seen cars be sliding up. Well, we are about to go green for the last time, hopefully, in tonight's race. All this brought to you by Moza Racing, Trek Racer, W Energy Drink, Raptor Race Graphics, and of course Starlink. Huge shout out to Starlink and bringing us this amazing picture this evening. Pace car is off. Tanamar in control.
Green, green, green.
Good jump by the 27. 27 is going to stay right with him. This is the least we've seen the leader clear the field in the entirety of tonight's race. Carroll try to stick right with the 27. He's going to try to get underneath the 27, get on the bumper that does not clear. 27 is going to have that run to the outside. 28 now. Here comes the 32 with the big fat run. What's he going to do? He's going to give the 28 a little bit of a push here. Uh-oh. That's going to stall them up. Oh, lost momentum there. That's the time he does not, but he can still get it. 32 still surging forward. 3 wide behind him. 27, 90, 30, 97, 32, 28. Here comes the 27, 18. 4 car trying to hold him off. 2 laps left remaining in tonight's race. Side by side. Everybody, dig it. Here comes the 18. Chris Carroll going for another win. It's been a minute since he has one, but he's looking for a second win in this season. Big run on the bottom. Can the Ford get off the exit here? Get that power planted and get around the outside. He does. Drag race cross line. Hidden door. Oh, yeah. 4-car outside. 18 inside. 27 trying to play spoiler alert. With the 21 of Keith McGilvery. I haven't even talked about him either. This is what happens when we don't talk about cats. They come up here and surprise attack you. The 21 of Keith now making his run. Here comes Keith. We are on the final lap. Carroll leading. Marr on the outside, now following in behind. Carroll gonna go for the drag race. Here comes the 4 at the bottom. Oh no, by inches. 18 wins it. Marr gets that second position. Bubbles third. Tom in that 4th position. And Keith McGilvery in the 21 top 5. What a run for Front Row Esports. I applaud every one of you drivers tonight. Great job. Awesome work out there on track. An incredible finish. Chris Carroll gonna rule the day in that 18. 18 Chevy Camaro put down the power tonight. And what a run. Second place gonna go to that 4-car, Tanner Marr, by inches. Lost out by inches. What a finish for tonight's race. That was just something short of incredible and amazing. Bubbles gets that 3rd position right here as we're going to have ourselves a nice little Kodak moment. Now let's drop the shenanigans here. Let's see if we can get ourselves a good, yeah. Bubbles, Chris Carroll, look, your race winner. Tanner Marr and the 27 of Hunter Lagunas. Man, what a great run. Chris Carroll, your race winner. Let's bust up some results here. I kind of want to go over that last lap, though, and put it on. I do. So let's go over that race finish here. As we get that. That was inches. That was probably one of the closest finishes we have had in Front Row Esports. At least I'm almost positive. So let's see if we can put it on 2.
Ron, your second place driver's here right now. I would never do this normally, but man, I gotta go. I gotta go to McDonald's for they close. So I wanted to jump up here and have a word with you. What a finish! What a freaking finish! I hate being on the.
We got Tanner Marr here. Tanner, we got you up on deck here. Let me get us over, and we'll go over our race stuff here, I guess, after. So give me 1 second.
Awesome. Good, buddy.
All right, give us a moment here as I'm getting my stuff switched around. That was incredible. 1 second. Dang it. All right. There we go. Woo! All right, Tanner Marr, we got you up on screen and on deck, my man. Tanner Marr, second place finish by inches.
Man, I'll be honest, it's bittersweet to be on this end of a photo finish, but I can't. There's not very many more people I'd rather lose to like that. So shout out to Chris Carroll right there. Got the power down. I thought I was going to be able to do it. When I got down to the apron, I was like, oh baby. But just look behind me. You know how these cars are. They're like parachutes, not enough draft help. But man, oh man, what a freaking race, Tron. I'm wore out.
I bet. So am I.
I bet you're more wore out than me. But I normally have these sim races. I laugh at people when they say, "Woo, I'm sweating," or "I'm wore out." I'm freaking sweating, Bubba. I am sweating.
I believe it. I'm same here. I have been, dude. You guys have been nothing but a battle. I can't believe it. You guys have it's been nonstop the entire race, and I have. I've almost lost my voice in this one, dude. What a run, though. You led laps tonight. How was the draft out there? What was going on? I mean, it was incredible.
The draft was everything. The best way to describe it, a mini Talladega, which is funny because this is a big track, right? But you had to lift just enough in the corner, but then, I mean, you're just hard right back on the throttle where it raced like a plate track. It raced very similar to how Atlanta races, just a bigger Atlanta, basically.
Wow. But, I mean, and there was so much room to maneuver out there. You see everybody just kind of line up down the stretches. And
everywhere.
Spread everywhere, dude. Just go everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, lanes... You're talking 6 deep. 6 deep. I got to call 5 wide at one point.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Because I was seeing lots of 4 wide. I mean.
Right.
That's incredible.
Hey, and 5 wide's freaking tight. Let me tell you, Bubba, it's freaking tight. When you look out both windows, to left and right, driver, passenger, and you see just car numbers, it's a little hairy.
There was all kinds of sketch out there tonight. For you guys to keep pointing in the right direction, that was incredible.
It was a fun race. I'm glad it ended the way it did. Like I said, bittersweet. Would love to be the winner, but damn it, man. Sorry for even cussing, but damn it, what a race.
Oh no, I did plenty of it myself. Well, no, not hardcore, but yeah, how could you not, right? I mean, it was just like I said, it was such an exciting race. It's probably one of the best that I've had the opportunity and pleasure to broadcast. So,
right,
man. But man, I mean, what was the biggest fight for you out there tonight?
Honest to God, taking care of teammates with the draft. You always wanted to make sure you were taking care of yourself out your own windshield. But these boys, Zimmerman, Bubbles, O'Hunter Lagoons, I got to send a shout out to him, even though he kind of left me there at the end. You know how I feel about Bubbles. That's my guy. Yep. Zimmy, Bell, just always trying to make sure they're taken care of, but also trying to take care of yourself. So it became a challenge, especially late. Who do you go with? All these guys have scratched my back before. Whose back do I scratch now? And I'll be honest, Tron, that last restart, it was like, you know what? I'm sorry, guys. I got to scratch my back here. I'm going for me, and that's what we said in our Discord. We're out for ourselves right now. As selfish as it sounds, I wanted this win bad, man. I wanted it bad, and they all did too. That's what made it that good of a freaking finish.
And race. I mean, because no one could excel away from anybody. There was nothing that no one can do. They couldn't get away from any of that pack. The only thing you do is stay in front of the controlled chaos.
Right.
I was awesome. You guys just really had me, on the razor's edge and the edge of my seat throughout the entirety of tonight's race. So congratulations.
Well, that's what we want. So I don't know. I don't know if the fans know or not, but Tom put out a post to the drivers today saying he's basically stepping back. And Tron, I don't know if you've talked about what's happening in the offseason or not, but I'm glad that we could put together a race like we put together tonight for us here as we're sunsetting it. And I mean that too, because it's been a fun fucking 4 or 5 years, right? We have done this. We have ran it till the wheels fall off. And damn it, man, I've had fun.
Yeah, it has. I mean, started this program back in 2017, doing some console stuff, moved it on over here, of course, stepping up our program, and we've done. I think that I believe that you guys have done an incredible job, as an entirety when it comes to the league itself. You've demonstrated tremendous efforts and of course speed, agility, racecraft, everything, and watch you guys just build and get better and better and better, and those shows you put on is just incredible. So I think every single one of you guys here at Front Row Esports and what you're able to conduct out there on track.
Well, we couldn't do it without you, and we couldn't do it without old Tulip Bow Tom. So shout out to you boys. I'm gonna close it up here. Yep. Let you interview old Bubbles and Chris Carroll, the race winner.
Yep.
I'm gonna go get my son some chicken nuggies, and we're gonna celebrate and call it a night here, Tron. But thank you, brother, for real, and thank you, Tom. Thank both of you.
Oh yeah, you're welcome, brother.
My pleasure. Welcome in, Tom. Welcome in. We got the crew going on, but I gotta talk to our race winner. That was Tanner Marr, your second place finisher. What an incredible run by Tanner Marr. But right now we got Chris Carroll in the 18 up. Chris Carroll, you got Chris Paulhamus here. Ultron, you got a copy.
I got a copy, sir. You hear me over there?
I do, man. What a run you had tonight. Dude, just throw it at me, man. Come on. How was it out there?
Well, it was scary to say the least. There was a lot of beating and banging, a lot of good racing going on out there, a few wrecks. But I'll tell you, Tron, when you got guys to race around like this, when you got Hunter, you got Tanner, you got Zimmy, you got a whole bunch of guys out there that you are going at it with, and you know they're going to take care of you, and you can make some moves, and you can you can go for it and not kill each other and race clean, and little contact's all right, but that was a hairy race. That was a lot of close judgment racing at the end there and taking care of guys at the same time. I thought, win or lose, if Tanner got me there, I wasn't going to block him. If he got me, he got me. And, I got to thank Zimmy. Gave me room a couple of times there to get in line. And just great racing all the way around with a bunch of great dudes. Whoever won there, would have been okay. It was a great deal.
And it was up for grabs for anybody in the top 10. Seriously. I mean, and we've seen drivers come up that didn't really shine throughout the race and were there at the end to capitalize. But, I mean, you couldn't stretch out any kind of lead, it seems. It seems like everybody was locked into each other.
Well, that draft, I mean, there was one point where I had a lot more tire at the end of a run. I was beating them through the corners really, really bad, and down the straightaways, they make it all up. So the design of that car, you cannot. I think if you got a second or two on them and you got rid of the draft, but I think with all the cars running together in the draft, I think they run you back down. It's kind of like Talladega with kind of dancing on the pedals through the corners,
Well, and also it seemed like it really did placate into the driver's hands in the setup and handling. Seemed to be a really big issue. Those drivers that can get off the bottom and get out of 4, get out of 2, and some drivers were struggling, but being able to hook up and put down that power seemed to be playing its dividends out there on track.
It was tricky because if you put down too much power, you're using up too much tire. If you turn it in too deep to make a pass, you suffered later, and then you factor in the draft. It's really, really hard to separate, and you had to kind of use it when you needed it. And I mean, I barely had enough car at the end to go racing with Tanner. I felt like I got to thank Ronnie Morrison. He actually gave me a setup there that I think our original setup might have been better in the long run. His was better for speed, and we all made adjustments on it, made it better, and got at it at the end. But yeah, it was really hard to separate, Chris. It didn't matter. You made a little mistake. 5 cars go by you in the draft in the corner. You get in there too deep, and you're fast that lap, but you suffer 10 laps down the road. You get away from everybody, and you think you're good, and they come flying back by you on the draft. Like, it was really, it was go when you had to go. It was really, you had to be smart out there and stay up front and not be a fool, and not race too hard either. When something happens and guys make the move on you, you kind of had to let it go and then get back to it. You couldn't try and get it back there because you force it and cause a wreck. It was really interesting out there, man.
Man, it looked it. It really did. And again, you said losing 5 positions. If you were lucky, I mean, it was more or less, if you're in the top, we watched a lot of you guys who were in the top just scratch fence or get a little lose a little bit of momentum out there, and all of a sudden they drop back to 12th, 15th position. I mean, Tanner Market contest, he was there. It was incredible.
It was kind of like Talladega on ice. If you can't keep the car pointed through the power, and you can't keep the car moving forward, not giving it too much power, then you were kind of okay, and you'd hold on to your spot. But you spin the tires, you get in there too deep, anything, there's 4, 5, 6 guys going by, and you got to reset. And it was almost, I mean, I felt like there was a few cars out there on the long run that were really good. I felt Tanner and Zimmy and Hunter were really good. I thought Jeremy Richmond was good on the long run. I thought Gus was good on the long run, but at the end it was speed, and it was when do you use that speed and what moves do you make, and it was kind of like a Talladega race at the end with lifting and sliding, and it was like dirt out there at the end.
That's awesome, and it really did. It just seemed like you guys were on edge, on razor's edge, and just fighting for every ounce of speed, and of course real estate of track.
Yeah, man. There was not only that, Chris, but there was different lines you could make runs at guys. So my car felt good on the bottom. It felt okay in the middle, and it didn't really like the top. And I'd see guys running up the top. I'd run up there with them. I'm like, oh, God, I can't stick it up there. So the different setups made different racing lines. I mean, I would have loved to see a little separation there. But, I mean, other than that, man, it was a pretty good race, and I thought guys raced, pretty respectful for the most part. I saw a few foolish moves out there, but what can you do?
Right. Yeah.
And things happen so fast, especially through center of turns. And man, but I mean, all in all, yeah, I said you guys put down, just a fantastic race, one of the best. I mean, super exciting.
I hope it was good for the broadcast, and I hope you had a good time calling it out there, and I hope the fans out there that are watching liked it, because that was some hard work, and I'm sweating like a horse here. So I hope you guys all like that one.
Same here, my man. Same here. I think I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose my voice tomorrow after this one. And I was dripping in sweat myself, just trying to So I can imagine what it must have been like inside that race car. But congratulations to you. What a finish too. I want to go back and play that one back again, because we're talking inches got you tonight's win.
Yeah, Tanner deserved to win there. He made a good move. I wasn't gonna block him. I figured if he beat me with that good move, and he beat me coming, I mean, he made a really good move off of 3 to set me up, and I could have gone down and blocked, but I didn't want to put him in jeopardy. And he ain't gonna lift, and I don't blame him, but I didn't want to put our races in jeopardy. I figured, if he's got a shot to win, he earned it, and let him go down there and go after it. So I respect Tanner. I've raced with Tanner for I think 4 years now, and he's always given so much to this community. He's always given so much to us in the sim racing community and running leagues and helping us all out with setups and sponsorships and putting on great races. And he never gets the credit he deserves. So I wasn't going to take that away from him. And, him and Tom, we got to thank them all. Tommy's run a lot for everybody, and all these guys that put this on. I mean, that's why we do this. It helps your broadcast. It helps them, get drivers and do what they want to do, and it makes all that stuff better when we can do it the way you're supposed to do it and show people how it's done.
And you guys did tonight. What a demonstration of sheer talent and racecraft. That was incredible.
And we wouldn't be able to do this, without the awesome drivers and talent and the camaraderie we built over the years. That's what keeps us going and keeps us doing this year after year. So thank you and all the drivers. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here. So
Tom Freitas,
we appreciate you.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, actually, absolutely. Well, we'll holler at Tom here in just a moment, because I want to get his insights on tonight's race as well. He was up there getting a good fight. But get back to our course before we let you get out of here, Carol. But phenomenal run, and one of the sickest finishes I've ever seen in Front Row Esports. Congratulations on your win tonight.
Thank you guys for the opportunity and the platform and all this stuff to live out what we do on here. And all you guys deserve all the credit. I appreciate it. I'm just here trying to put on a show for you guys.
I know one thing, though. I'm super glad that I waited to mail out your trophy, because, yes, now I can fit 2 into 1 box. That's exactly why I wait to mail out these trophies. I wait till you win a couple, and then I'm able to save myself a little bit of money in time and shipping. So, especially you being all the way the hell up in Canada, it's gonna be a good one too. It's my first time shipping one of these to Canada. It's gonna be great. But congratulations to you once again, my man. What a run,
man.
What a run.
Thank you guys for the opportunity. I don't get to do it very much anymore, so thank you.
You're welcome, brother. Always happy to have you out on track.
Absolutely, pleasure, my man, pleasure. All right, let's holler at Mr. Hunt. That was our race winner, of course, Chris Carroll. Let's look at Mr. Bubbles here, Hunter Lagunas, and then we'll get over to Tom. Oh, Bubbles! Hunter Lagunas, you got Chris behind Mr. Tom here in the booth. You got a copy? Bubbles in here?
Should be.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go to Tom instead, and then we'll wait for Bubbles to get in here, and hopefully he'll show up for the end. Tom, what a run for you tonight, bud. I did not think that you had it in you. I mean, you were there.
It was some strategy at the end, and, we had some rough luck in the beginning.
Yeah. Your teammate took you out too, right? In the beginning.
He did.
I want to rub that in. I mean,
yeah.
Remind you. Sorry.
I was a little frustrated. You should have heard me in Discord with him. I was pretty ticked off.
I bet.
I mean, it was hard racing. We didn't get the 3 wide call, he said. I think at one point in this race, we were like 5 wide. Mm-hmm. Which is, that was interesting.
Yep.
But, I mean, hold on. I apologize. I have a kitten swiping at the mic. Hold on a second.
Kitten!
Hunter said he's in here. He needs to be pulled up.
Oh, roger that.
Can you drag him? I'm outside.
Yeah, let me see if I can get over.
Hold on.
I don't see him in there.
I'll get him. Where is he? Hold on. I got him. Give me a second.
Copy that. Stand by one.
Yep.
Incredible race, though, fans. I just taken back. I really,
It was.
I'm actually a little more speechless for you guys. There was some minor cautions out there, but
There was.
we had the big one, right? And I believe that you were the bowling ball, or you and the 42 were the bowling ball on that one. How hard was that hit? I mean, because you all took out like the entire. I mean, strike. Okay. Boom! Smoking crater.
That hurt. I mean, it really did.
Yeah.
That was a pretty rough one, and then, I mean, shout out to just everybody in the field tonight. I mean, super close racing, right? I mean, just
sometimes too close.
Everyone, on each other's tails, right? And just the amount of mental awareness and everything that guys needed tonight to get through the field and give each other an inch, because that's all we had out there coming out of corners at times, and not even, right? But just awesome to all the drivers and stuff like that tonight. So I give them shout out to everyone in the field and all that stuff. And I'm still working on getting Hunter here. I do apologize. I had to step outside. I was
probably like everybody else
like
overheating.
crazy inside. Let's see here. Let me computer. Y'all just gonna have to hang on a second.
Oh, they've been down, dude. They've been showing plenty of patience with us tonight, guaranteed that. So hopefully we'll have a little more patience as we're just trying to. I don't understand why we're having such an issue with.
Yep.
We never have issues when it comes to getting drivers up in here, so.
Yeah, we sometimes do here.
Hold on. Let me handle it.
I'm running back to the computer.
I got him.
You got him?
Yep. Mr. Hunter Lagunas, you got Chris Paul Amos and Old Tron here in the booth. We got you up here finally. Thank you for your patience.
Kidding.
What a run you had tonight. Led some laps. You fought all kinds of tremendous adversities out there on track, and you mustered up yourself a P3, almost a win. Man, give us some feedback on what happened out there for you.
I was all over the place, honestly. I was trying to stay out there with Chris because I knew if he had a chance, I had a chance, and I was just trying to kind of push him to the win there at the end, and maybe make a move if I could, but I didn't really see an opportunity for that, so I just pushed him for the win, so I didn't lose spots, and so that he won the race. But besides that, yeah, I mean, just stay up front all night and try to win that, John.
And you did, though, man. I mean, you took some doors, and you had your car sideways. You were all over the wheel. It seemed like that thing tonight, man. How it just seemed like it was a constant dogfight for all of you guys out there tonight. Was there any kind of safe place to be out there on track?
Not really, man. I mean, you had to if you wanted to win the race and be in front, you had to stay up front, right? If you wanted to save, you had to save up front, still be competitive. So, yeah, not really. I don't think you couldn't really afford to fall back and, lose time.
Yeah, and we've seen that too. We've seen, one small little slight mistake of some sort, or hit by somebody, stalled up some sorts, lose your momentum, and you drop, 10 positions instantaneously. And then have to fight back up through that crowd. And there was no movement. I mean, there was hard real estate out there, and just a lot of fight.
Yeah, I mean, get in the wall one time and you lose like 8 spots down the backstretch. I was like, it's rough. The draft means so much here.
Here's a good question.
Yep.
Was there a fast line out there? Was it the
bottom?
Top. Was it the top? Top?
It was top.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So
like a train.
Yep.
What did that do to your tires,
though? Well, if you could get your car rotated throughout the middle of the corner, you won't really burn them up. As long as you don't force your car to do something. You don't burn up the tires. You let it roll there. You'll be all right.
Okay. All right. So that's why I was trying to dabble in on those guys that were running that bottom and trying to get that launch off. They're able to do that slide job, get up in front of, if they can get it hooked up off the bottom. But I was wondering if that outside line was really torture on those tires. We've seen a couple guys, plowing tight and smacking fence on exit.
Yep.
But I mean, all in all, it seemed like everybody had a good wheel in tonight's race, a good setup. How about your setup? How did it respond?
Ronnie sent me that set. We made some tweaks throughout the race, and that thing was flying. I really enjoyed it. A little tight there. We had to make some adjustments there at the end, but besides that, we were ripping.
What did you do on your adjustments, if you don't mind me asking?
Just made it looser. Needed some more turn in. That was about it. Some turn in through the center and through our entry.
All right.
And once we got that, we were flying.
You seemed like it. I mean, that car seemed to be hooked up and a hot rod on fire out there tonight.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you won last year's race, so I thought maybe we might be seeing a repeat, and you were just barking distance of it.
Oh yeah.
Well, congratulations to you on that P3, man. You did just phenomenal work out there. Put on one heck of a show. Really hope you enjoy the race when you watch it back, because man, you were one of them superstars out there on track tonight. So congratulations to your great run.
Yep, thank you.
Got it, my man. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get all Hunter Lagunas out of here, Mr. Bubbles. But man, what an exceptional run that those top three had tonight, including Tom, who finished basically in fourth place. Tom, you there?
I'm still here, yeah.
All right. So man, you got, of course, we have some of the best racing as we're exiting stage left. So, but exactly what we expect and what we were hoping for. So I mean,
100%. I mean, we've been doing this, 6-7 plus years now, right, together. And, we've built, amazing relationships with a lot of different drivers, and, and a lot of these guys that, are here week in and week out are guys that have been with us since the beginning, right? And it's just, the family orientedness of this league is just what, to me, just has kept me going all these years, right? And so, just shout out to, like I said earlier, shout out to all the drivers. Much appreciated. Love you guys. Tron, for all the work you put into all the broadcasts throughout the years. And, I know all the time it's taken away from, your boating and all that stuff and being able to do what you want to do, right? So, it's kind of sad, like Tanner said earlier, I did make the announcement today that we'll be stepping down. We do have some good buddies of mine kind of just coming in and just kind of taking over. So the league's not going anywhere. Still going to be same old Front Row Esports on Friday nights. Just going to be under some different ownership. So, but still be around. We'll still be out there, helping and racing, and hopefully next year you get back on the race car, Tron. That'll be awesome. And go out and go out there and do it again, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But again, so hey, change is good. Change is good.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I do believe that we're still going to see the same, tremendous efforts out of race car drivers in that Front Row Esports, no matter who's running the helm. The program is so solidly built now. I think we're good to go.
I agree. I definitely agree. Yes.
And in saying all that, let's go ahead and see if we can start getting ourselves on out of here. But beforehand, I do need to go over the race, the official running order for our finish tonight, which we didn't have a chance to. We're trying to get Tanamar out of here. So I do need to go over that and get that all squared away. But, oh man, I do appreciate everything you've done and the shows and racing that has been produced by the Front Row Esports.
Oh yeah, and we appreciate everything you've done too, Tron, behind the scenes and in the booth for sure.
Absolutely, my dog. It's been great to put on a good show. But
definitely.
Going to let you go on out of here. I'm gonna go over our official finishing order, and then I'll get our fans on out of here as well.
Sounds good, brother.
All right, my man. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, we'll do.
All right, that was Tom Freitas, the Gunny and the CEO of Front Row Esports. great to have him in here and talk with everybody. But let's look over our race finish, and then I'll get you guys on out of here. 1 second here. Ditch that and see if I can do this. Beautiful. Boom. There she is. Ooh. Didn't see that one coming. There we go. I can get that'll be fine. Okay. So let's go ahead, back her on up, and this are your official running order and finishing results for tonight's race. As we back it up here to your race winner, and we will light them all up. Give me 1 second. All right, so your race winner is going to be Chris Carroll, of course. Tanner Marr going to be that second place finisher, runner-upper. Great run by all these guys. 27 of Bubbles gets that third place. Fourth goes to Tom Freitas in the 32. And the fifth, run out your top five, is going to be that 21 Donuts machine of Keith McGilvery. And sixth going to be Brian Zimmerman in the 28. The 02 of Scotty Stevens is going to get that seventh position. Eighth is going to be Jeremy Richmond. Ninth is going to be the 43 of Larry Bell. 42 of Kyle Wumman rounds out your top 10. Gus Ortoro, dude, superstar champ, dude. Just what a Marvel superhero that he was out there on track tonight. But finishes 11th position, takes a hard hit at the end. 86 of Hunter Bogdan, good fight with him. Same thing with Matt Jones in the 77, finishes up 13th position. 14th is going to go to Thomas Stevens in the 9. Didn't get to him a lot tonight either, but I'll get to you, buddy. I promise. Just not used to you quite yet. And one of the newer guys in tonight's race, but cool little Wrangler car he has going on there. 87 of Raymond Hardina in that 15th position. 72 of Daniel Rupik Jr. Showed some fight in tonight's race and got up there, was in position, had a good run. Wesley Crump in the 90 also did himself some pretty good work up there. Chummy got him up some pit strategy and try to hold on to his finish there. 18th though, but 19th is Richard Jackson in the 53, took a hard hit. 82 of Brian, fast man, but he didn't have it at the end of there. Carl Lindstrom, 21st position, so he got caught up in that, could have finished in that one. Ronnie Morrison, same thing, up there battling for the race lead and fighting all kinds, but ended up finishing in 22nd position. 23rd is going to go to Garrett Wiles. And all these guys were up there leading, and they finished, and that's how tight the field was tonight, everyone. But that is your running order in tonight's race. And I can scroll this one down as well. There we go. All right. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get us on out of here. As man, what a great race though. That was fantastic. Chris Carroll, your race winner. There it is. And let me get my camera back up. Boom. She is. All right, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's race. Freaking awesome one, dude. Yeah, super stoked. Hit that like and subscribe. Really appreciate all the support. All this, of course, brought to you by Moser Racing, Trek Racer, W Energy Drink, Raptor Race Graphics, and Starlink. Thank you, Starlink, for producing a great picture and letting us put on this awesome show. But if you're looking for internet, having internet struggles or issues, check out Starlink. Seriously, they are getting it done nowadays and continue. So, again, just phenomenal service and signal. But, of course, W Energy Drink, get yourself fired up, and Moser Racing. If you want to get some of the best and not break the bank, look into Moser. I got the gear too. They're just awesome. All right, just phenomenal equipment. But anyways, thank you everyone for showing up tonight. I'm out of here. Chris Balhamas, we're dipping. All right, finally, right? And I will play the end of the race though. During the end of this thing, I'm gonna go over the and we'll see that finish in slow motion. So stay tuned for that if you want to hook up for that one. But thanks again. I'm out. We'll see you next week.